Hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Greetings
Hello. Oh dear, this
from
is
the
terrible.
afterlife.
This is so wrong. Oh my god.
What?
This is not right. Not right at all. The only person who's in the right spot is Josie. Oh my god.
Oh.
There
Well.
we go. And me. Josie and me. Fuck yeah.
Whoop, whoop,
Alright,
whoop,
I'll take this. Hello everyone. How are y'all doing?
Oh my.
Good.
Let me switch that over to the dice tray. There we go, that's better.
No one can see a thing. No one
Yep.
sees. So I'm
All
fiddling
the
with it.
trending so that we know what we're doing.
Road, you was actually in the right spot.
Aw.
See, look at that.
I was in
Look
the
at
right spot for me too.
See, the only thing
Well
I had
done.
to move is take out, move Goose
me
and
too.
put in Nana.
that. Yeah, that's actually, that was actually the easiest overlay change I've had to do in a while. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Well, can all of you stop bragging?
I'm the only one who did it beforehand this time. This is
Well,
great.
I did that too, but
And
but
welcome in, everyone.
as you can see,
That was-
we are a person short though. The
We are.
wild
We
goose,
are.
the wild goose has got a well, Danny is not well. Goose has got a hangover, so.
Well, actually, we're kind of two people short because we're missing Denny and Cuddly's just tiny.
Wow.
Very tiny.
I
Wow.
did not come here to be attacked like this.
Shots fired.
Nice to have you back, Cuddly.
I'm
Shots fired,
leaving.
but
We
or
love
you will have to shoot with the disadvantage because prone creatures impose disadvantage.
Oh, dang it.
Hello, chat. How y'all doing?
Hey everyone.
I'm just gonna, don't mind me, I'm just gonna eat this chocolate.
Hang on. I just realized my stuff of flowers has I can attack with it. It's just not literally
It's still a
flowers.
staff. Yes.
I
I
thought it
don't
was
know,
like a
Cuddly.
gimmick.
Cuddly, did you watch the VOD, Cuddly?
No, I did not have a chance.
Oh, Nana's gonna love this.
So I've got no idea
Nana's
what's going
gonna
on.
love this.
This is gonna be
Alright,
an interesting time.
Let's start. I want to give Nana some flowers.
Hang on, we gotta fucking, like, get into it. Like, calm down. Far out.
Hello everyone, I'm Josie Poser, I'm the Dungeon Mistress. I'm running this game for these silly Aussies. We are unfortunately, yes, the animation short, down with the sickness, and Goose
Perfect.
Hate that.
is therefore hungover still, even though he was drunk like the whole day. I can't believe he actually got to the hungover state. I assumed he would just stay drunk for a few days. But here we are, and it's me and my friends, and I'm drinking tasty drinks in a tea mug where it says tea, but you can't see it. Can you see it? It says tea. Look.
Oh,
I
that's
see
nice.
it. I see
Yeah.
it. Wow.
Yeah.
I was
What
actually
do you
wondering
know?
if someone ate chocolate.
It's tasty.
It is. It is. You have about 9 minutes, 11 minutes before that joke becomes dangerous.
Oh dear.
No, honestly, I'll give you a freebie. Today, all puns are valid because I don't
Oh my
want to
God.
throw the Panthers at
Yes!
you unless we're full squad.
You're gonna regret this, but thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
The power.
Oh no.
I love this.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it up your orb.
I am Arthur Orbit the Third, or what it's called. I play. What are you
Pretty
laughing?
much interchangeable at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just the same person. You just made yourself a D&D. Stop trying to kid anyone.
Look,
I'm a wood
Let's not-
elf
let's not deny
ranger.
it.
I'm
To
a
be
wood
fair
elf
though,
ranger.
if anyone should be a grave cleric, shouldn't it be Orb?
yeah.
True.
So we've got Orb playing Orb, we've got Aussie playing Orb, and we got, and then when Orb's not here, we got Josie playing Orb because someone's going to control the character as well. So it's kind of like, you know.
It's just orbs.
Oh,
It's
how many
orbs
people do
all
you
the
have
way
in-
down.
Look,
Just
look
rename
we,
the
we,
campaign.
we all know that Aussie Sims for me, but anyways, over to Aussie.
True.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
Don't-
this is lies, slander, and I will not hear of
Don't
it.
deny it. We all know.
I'll deny any and all accusations here. Just don't look at the VOD from last night. If you want to see simping. Whew. No, seriously. Hey guys, I'm
was
Pussy
dummy
Dead Pro. I'm a variety streamer, live 5 nights a week, and I play D&D with this silly crew here. I play Rudy Magic Hands McGee. I am the grave cleric who is supposed to keep them out of the grave, but you know, maybe we're thinking 1 foot in the grave kind of works out a bit easier for him. So maybe we'll see if we can swing that. But yeah, that's me. I will pass it on to. Oh, sorry. I'm not drinking coffee tonight.
What?
Because I drank a lot of coffee over the last 2 days. For various
Oh
reasons.
yeah? Why though?
I'm not going to say because
why
it'll
would
sound-
you elaborate?
No, I don't want to say it.
Why are
because-
why are you doing this?
No, because it's shameful plugging. But I am drinking a nondescript beverage that is may or may not be alcoholic. Yep.
May or may not be.
May or may not be. Yeah. Just covering all my bases. All right, off you go, Roju. You seem fairly animated.
Oh, well, that's the only animation you're going to get today. My name's Roju. My channel's Participation Award. I'm yet another variety streamer. You may see me today playing Gerald, the quote-unquote wizard, who is actually a warlock, probably unbeknownst to himself. You can find me on some days a week, but, you know, it's a bit on and off again at the moment. But I'm too tired to really think of anything else more to say. So,
I assume that means Cuddly, your go.
I think that means
Yeah.
I think that's me. Hi, I'm Carly Raptor. Playing Nana Melivora. Just a picture
Oh.
today. Sorry, no camera. Turns out, you just don't want look. Spine's minorly messed up. You just don't want this today. We're a mess. We're a mess, chat. But that's okay. Yeah, and I don't know, coming back into the variety streaming game one day. This year.
One
Decade, perhaps.
It's all right, Cuddly. It's all right, Cuddly. You're our mess.
Yeah, I'm your mess. Just drinking water today because I'm that much of a mess. Love it. Back to you.
this just in,
Perfect.
we're all a hot
Perfect.
mess. Back to you.
Quick announcement-ish. For a short time, undisclosed amount of months, but at least 1 or 2, we will be playing once every 2 weeks instead of every week, but we will aim to play longer,
Wow.
just
you
so everyone's aware.
Okay, well, Nocti is in chat, so now the jig is up, guys.
The jig is up. I said,
When we
no,
mean
listen,
longer, we
Noctia.
mean like,
Noctia, I'm talking to Noctia. You know, I will mention, please refer to what I just said. We will aim to play longer. I didn't say we will play longer. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Beautiful TED Talk.
all we
No,
see
but
is
so
game
next-
come along, Aussie gone.
No, for those of you who
All-
saw the photo on Twitter, you saw that Nocti has been packed in a suitcase all day.
All of the Noctia,
All of the Nocti was in a suitcase, yes.
all the incarnations are inside multiple suitcases. Yeah, at least we're hot messes. I mean,
Hey.
Debate.
it's not debatable, Cuddly. It's in the eye of the beholder.
I would debate the shit out of you over that.
Gotta think positive. But yes, so next Sunday there will be no D&D, but the Sunday after we will come back. And hopefully we'll have Ozzy if he has not been murdered by a Ditto.
I mean, if he has, then it won't matter because we can just he'll be close to me by then.
It would be
He'll
amazing for
He'll be much
narrative.
closer. So what I'll do, I'll just go over to his house. I'm sure Nocturne won't mind if I sort of just like string him up, and I'll just weekend at Bernie's him.
Yeah,
Or-
that works perfectly,
You
Rudy.
know, here's an idea. Noctia, again, talking to you. What if Aussie just went to Roju's place on Sunday? You could sleep all day.
Hey, I mean, yeah, you're welcome to. You just walk
Gerald
over
and
here.
Rudy team up.
Yeah.
I can just imagine Ozzy walking down the road with his big ass PC. Just, oh, I'm coming.
We have got instant like acknowledgement of that. Josie speaks great ideas. Like that is almost a go. Oh no.
Yeah, there you
Bring
go.
up the old laptop.
Yep.
Or just
Oh,
sit next
dude.
to each other, you know? Just
Yeah.
like squeeze it.
And just
We could-
hold
we
each
could-
other gently and drink our problems away.
Yeah.
You know, this
yeah.
is getting better and better.
And eventually it will just turn into a hot tub stream.
well, I've got to blow on Kitty's pool, like behind the skirt.
Here's your hot tub stream with Rudy Magic Hands McGee.
I need an adult.
Nice. Cuddly,
that was
I have
just
bad
cool.
news. We are adults.
Joke's on you, we're all adults.
Who's the oldest adult? They're more responsible than us.
I believe that is Roju.
Yeah, that's my brother.
That's Roju.
I'm just pouring myself some alcohol.
Like a real adult.
Like a real adult.
There's no
Yeah,
real adults here.
You know when you're an adult and you go, oh, I need an adult, and you're like, no, I need to find an older adult.
No, you don't even
No,
need
no,
an
I
older
said the
adult.
same thing.
You just need a
You
more
find a-
boring adult.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got people in chat over here saying they would support a hot tub Kickstarter.
Nice. Well, there you
But
go.
but wait, there's more. If Rudy and Gerald get into a hot tub,
Oh my god, why are we
Arthur Orblet and Rudy are already a thing. Is this polycule or a
Ooh.
triad?
I mean, Arthur's charisma just isn't high enough, I'm afraid.
No.
Ooh.
Hey, Arthur doesn't need his charisma to get Rudy in the tub.
That's,
Okay.
that's fair. That's fair. That's canon.
Okay.
Now I just want the Critical Role campaign 1 hot tub scene, but it's Rudy and Arthur.
No, Davey, it is not happening. God
It is
damn
happening,
it.
Davey.
I love it.
It's actually
Yeah,
not
yeah,
only-
it's so bent
Not
on.
only will we have the Arthur Rudy wedding, we will also have the Rudy Gerald hot tub stream.
I support all
Spoiler
of this.
alert, Gerald leaves his hat on.
It's okay. Rudy's gonna leave his gloves on. Sorry, his singular glove. He'll leave his glove on. That's all right.
Nice.
Trady, I'm not gonna deign that with a response whether I do or do not have a mankini. Okay, like let's not go.
On that
that's
note,
really
should we get started?
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
according to my clock, I'm not supposed to interrupt you for another minute.
No,
Well, we got another minute of giving Aussie more shit. Okay. Egg. Just a hug egg.
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 Egg mug. Roju. Mug.
Mug.
Why are we defaulted to just
Moog.
egg?
I mean, egg's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Egg
Fine.
is amazing.
Fine. Let's get into it. Let's actually play this game.
I
What?
guess.
Let's. What?
So what-
Okay. Oh shit! It is now 45.
Yeah.
Shush.
BBD.
We couldn't do it.
We're all
We
slightly
had
mad
cows.
today.
Before we started, we gave ourselves a hard count of 15 minutes. Got to stop the banner at 15 minutes. Couldn't do it.
I just couldn't
One
help
last
myself.
thing. One
Oh,
last thing.
Josie!
One last thing.
Yeah.
One last thing. Sorry, I have to. Butter goose robbery.
Wait, what? 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 I didn't...
So,
the same word. I don't think the same. What?
Fucking butter goose robbery.
What? I.
Hey, Cuddly, do you know why they're laughing?
I have no idea.
Thank
I'm
you.
very lost.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one lost.
It's how you say sandwich wafer in Swedish.
It literally translates to butter goose robbery.
I
Have you never heard that before?
Sandwich wafer. Why would anyone call it that?
It's sorry, jokes.
I'd forgotten already. Why would you do this, Josie?
I don't know. I spent so long on my makeup this morning.
and it was all for naught.
This is why I drink, chat. This is why I drink.
So there you go. You all learned something today. You
That
all
was the
know.
big thing.
You all know the literal
Context.
translation.
For context, the word wafer in Swedish can be is pronounced either as it's pronounced as a one, which is either a wafer or a robbery, and a sandwich is a butter goose if you directly translate the words. So it's a butter goose robbery.
So are we saying Goose is gonna butter themselves up and rob a bank?
Or is it a
I
goose
can't
that's just
see that.
made of butter? Or is it a goose that's trying to rob a bank of butter? Who knows?
Untitled Goose D&D.
Oh, God.
It's a DLC for Untitled Goose.
Oh God, it should be.
Okay, for real though, I'm sorry about that, everyone.
No, it had
I
to
had
happen. It was
to.
so
I mean,
important.
Yeah, it clearly, absolutely, had to
I
happen.
feel
and
better for
Yeah.
knowing this.
I may not have laughed on the outside, but I chuckled on the inside.
I did make a clip of me getting you to say that on stream. I clipped it. It's in your clips. You going, just butter goose robbery? What did I miss? What's a butter goose robbery?
Maximum confusion.
It's all right. Trady says this is an image. The gang losing their minds over Butter Goose robbery and Dev is sinking a cider. That's that was the image.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just get rid of this last piece of makeup gun, and then I'll start.
That's
Oh,
also a
this is
beautiful
fun.
image.
Makeup gun?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Love it.
Cuddly,
What?
getting eyeliner out of your eye the next day.
Fucking hate that, by the way.
Oh, don't you, Roji?
Every goddamn time.
Benny's in my chat. All I'm thinking of is Goose just oiled up in butter sliding across the dungeon floor.
No!
See, now that's funny. That is actually funny.
But sorry, we said we'd get into it on time today.
Yeah, but you're the one that diverted it.
Yeah, you're
I know,
I
I
refuse
know,
to hear anything
I
of
know.
this.
You should, all the chats, you should have heard me. I was like, we need to be more efficient. We need to get in on time. At 45, I will
Butter goose
interrupt anyone
robbery.
and start the recap.
Oh,
Butter goose
dear.
curling, new
Yeah.
sport, canon, invented.
I love it.
But last week on Dramonia,
Oh, shit.
you all arrived in the port city of Southport. Shaped like an upside-down tiered cake, you made it to the port Waveside district and the main harbor. You were told by the captain that there's supposedly an important party of sorts 2 days from now, and if you were still in town, the captain would come find you, because he was not convinced that all is well, and there might be something going down at this party. Going into town, you also talked to Pesty and Sin, and they were going to disembark the boat, stay in town for a few days, while Pesty is having Sin's sled refashioned into a wheelchair of sorts. The boat, the Tide Rider, will be in town for 5 days approximately before restocking and making it up along the coast towards Green Harbor. Pesty and Sin said they were going to go on the boat when this happens, and as far as you know, Lena is staying on the boat until further notice. As you made it into town, you found very quickly tavern, inns, and Nana went off to look for a more comfortable place to stay for the time being, instead of having to be in the bustling dockside district. But Nana made her way into the city, and the rest of you walked looking for pubs to crawl when you stumbled upon an auction where one of you heard a familiar voice and recognized a name and a face. Rudy, not staying there anymore, took off immediately with Goose to go get as drunk as possible. While Gerald and Arthur stayed at this auction where several items were put up and sold. And throwing in your lot and your luck, you got your hands on a staff that could apparently conjure flowers out of thin air, and an amulet that you tucked away and thought, this'll make a nice present for Nana.
Yeah.
Gerald also got his hand on an item that was portrayed and displayed as a scale of the great Ur-Dragon Thalage. But later that night, upon further notice, it was not the scale that Gerald had hoped. However, it was the scale of possibly an ancient white dragon.
It's pretty good.
With blue eyes?
Yeah, blue eyes, white
Can
dragon.
I just
Possibly.
quickly input? Can anyone else hear like talking?
I thought
Like,
it was
I-
just,
I'm-
I just thought it was me.
Syrinscape.
Oh, that's Syrinscape. It is so low. I could bet. I was
okay.
like, what is that?
I was like, shit, is it my end?
Yeah, I was like, is someone having like got a conversation out their window?
Oh yeah, actually I'm going to turn that up. There we go, that's better.
Oh, they are talking out our window.
Yeah, that'll do.
But
Yeah, I can hear him.
after getting a fair amount of alcohol in their system, some of you came to talking inside Alyssa's Folly, the large tavern. And looking out, as Rudy was explaining that there was someone he didn't want to meet that he saw at this auction. Arthur looks out the door as this same person, this tall and not, I want to say well-eaten, not skinny, not overweight, but there's a roundness to the edges of this man. He's got a very stylish beard, his hair combed back, heavy with product, large curls in the back of the neck, and with a raspy voice. And he was followed closely, what seems to be some sort of attendant. Wearing a mask with a grinning demonic face on it. Seeing that Rudy was trying to avoid this person, Arthur decided instead to follow them. Following them into a district called the Manors, where large mansions and houses used by people of higher standards, money, position, often used as summer houses or simply seasonal homes. Arthur follows them, finds where they are staying, and proceeds to tell his owl Madeline to stay put and come find him. He tells Madeline, come find me at the tavern. And when he returns to the tavern, they are all pulled away to the Midtown district by Nana Melivora, who's found a quaint little B&B style place to stay, known as Mom Millie's Inn.
Hell yeah.
You take the elevators up to the next tier in Midtown, and you pass by what looks to be a house of the Midnight Suns Guild of Volunteers. And you also walk through what is known as the Artisans Row, where you see shops upon shops upon shops. You see metalworkers, goldsmiths, jewel crafters. You see carpenters, and you see artists, painters, sculptors. You see bookshops, you see general stores. And eventually you find a 3-story building. It's fairly compact, but it's tall. It's painted in a very light mint green with white edges. It's stone and wood. And inside you see a half-orc younger woman named Enda, who welcomes you in, and you also meet the older halfling lady, Ma Millie. And you're all brought in, you get food, you're shown to the third floor, which is just one large apartment, essentially, that Nana has procured for all of you. There seems to only be 2 other patrons in this inn, and they are keeping to themselves. Well, inside you see that the curtains are thin, they are lacy and silky, the doilies have doilies, there are paintings and cross-stitching of small dogs. You see farmhouse paintings hanging on the walls. There's sheep wool blankets all over the place. And all the pillows have tassels. All the sofas have the little braids at the bottom, just hanging along. And it's really comfortable sleep. You are served before bed hearty, warm soup and bread with melted garlic butter you could just free dip. And with full bellies, tired bodies, you make your ways up and you fall asleep.
Once we can like extricate the sheets from the immaculate Nana tuck.
Yes, they are incredibly hard to get off the actual bed.
Oh my god!
Getting in the bed itself
you almost get guilt struck having to actually get in these beds. That's how well they are made.
Wow.
So I just want to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, Cuddly Raptor, how much do you enjoy the vision of where we're staying?
Me personally or Nana?
You personally.
Me personally. I mean, I think it's very quaint. It sounds very quaint, and it sounds like a great napping spot. I won't lie to you.
What does Nana think?
Nana also thinks it's very quaint, and she thinks the owners are good people. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have, brought everyone there. She does know when too many tassels are too many tassels, but she hasn't said anything about that because she's a nice person. She just silently judges the 5 tassels too many and goes no. But other than that, and loves probably loves the food, I think, is my guess.
So as you're all gathering up, you come to in the morning. There's definitely a smell of breakfast. You can smell hash browns, definitely hash browns and bacon. There's also definitely artichokes on being cooked. Definitely, there's just a lot of really nice smells wafting through the building, under the door, just coming into your loft apartment.
I could
What
just
do y'all wanna
picture Rudy sort of float in the air with the smell, just falling down to the kitchen, cartoon style.
He is. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, it's like a moth to a flame. Yeah, let's not deny his baser instincts. Yeah, he's already scratching at the door. He wants in.
What is it, boy? What is it? You want to get out?
It's breakfast.
No, well, Gerald will still be fast asleep because he's got to get his extra. But you'll also note that Gerald was unable to untuck the sheets. And he's just asleep there. Like, you can perfectly see the outline of his body just like pinned by the power of the bed sheets.
We can come rescue Gerald after breakfast.
Nah, leave him.
Leave him.
You wonder how he actually got in there in the first place.
Yeah.
Arthur's gonna be already downstairs. with Madeline and just spending some quality time with Madeline.
Yeah, and as you're sitting down there in what's essentially like a lounge room, it's next to where you had your dinner. It seems like when you enter the building, right ahead there's a staircase that leads upward. To the right is a lounge, and if you go through the lounge and you take a left, there's a large dining hall, and then there's a kitchen attached.
Okay.
But the morning comes to, you make your way down, and you're sitting in the lounge. You're petting Madeline, and
So I want to speak to Madeline, and go, look, Madeline, I was actually thinking about getting you some like a scarf or something. What would you think about that?
what's a scarf?
It's like a bit of cloth, and I sort of jest over this, but it could be of any color, and I could put it around your neck.
Why?
Oh, just because if you get, I just think it'll look cute on you. Let's just say that. I think you look adorable with that on.
Okay.
Awesome. I also have to go buy you some food. Do you want anything special?
Tasty food.
Oh, obviously tasty food. Would you like any toys or scratching stuff when you have to go into your cage?
What's a toy?
Oh, a toy.
Arthur's heart.
Like, what if I got a toy mouse? It's not a real one, it's a pretend one, but you could just chew on it.
Can I eat it?
Well, not really. It's more just a.
Then no thanks.
Oh, okay. Sure, all right. And I go back to just patting and sort of grooming and just just being cute.
And you all realize that Goose is determinedly taking a day in bed. And it just excuses himself, says that he's not feeling well, the fatigue of everything is catching up, he's not doing too well, and he just wants to stay in bed for the day.
I mean, fair call.
Goddamn parade.
Goose drank almost as much as Rudy yesterday, so that's to be expected.
Almost as much as Rudy. Oh. We're gonna tell Goose you're making that claim.
Oh, Goose already knows, I reckon.
Goose will drink you under the table.
What's Rudy and Nana up to this morning? As you wake up, you got the sounds of the city waking up outside, seagulls, and people. There's you left the window open. The cool sea breeze is coming through. The noises of a full city. It's been a while since you've had this kind of hustle and bustle, and it's sleep disrupting but comfortable.
Rudy, so coming down from breakfast is like coming down to breakfast. Is it like already just out on the table, or is it sort of still being cooked currently?
It's looking like it's getting served. There's only one person sitting there keeping themselves. Just gives you a quick nod, and they're eating something. And as you walk out, you sit down. Coming through the door, you see Ma Millie, the older halfling, comes through. Good morning. Would you like some breakfast?
Yes. Just something quick. I do have somewhere I need to be early this morning. What have we got on the go?
I could whip up some sandwiches, definitely.
Sandwiches would be amazing. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. What would you like? Or just an assortment. I could surprise you.
Surprise me. A little bit of surprise. It spices. It like, you know, variety is the spice of life.
And for your friends?
They. Oh, I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think any of them are getting out of bed. I think they're all taking a morning nap.
Just wait in the lounge, dear. I'll get you a picnic basket full of the goodies.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and as you walk out into the lounge, and as you walk through, you see Arthur sitting there with his owl.
Arthur, Madeline.
Good morning. And I'm speaking an owl at the moment. I'll totally forget. Good morning, Rudy.
Arthur, I think you've gone a little bit loopy. You've been Madeline, if he's saying anything weird, just let us know, yeah? and Rudy goes sits in another chair.
Rudy, sorry. Loopy how?
Look, you think you're talking to the animals?
I can talk to the animals.
Oh, see now, and again, Rudy's like addressing Madeline like Madeline knows what he's saying. He's like, yeah, that's what he says, you know.
You're a fool. You're a fool. But anyways, I need to do some shopping this morning. What about you? What do you got?
I mean, I mean, shopping sounds good, but I was thinking more of, I mean, a little bit of shopping can't hurt. I was going to head out into the city early.
Oh yeah.
See the sights. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I suppose I'll just roll the bones and see where they land and make my way.
Sure, roll the bones. Yeah, exactly. Look, I was gonna wait till Netta gets down here, and because I was gonna buy Madeline a scarf.
You mean a collar?
No, not a collar. A scarf. It's trendy.
Okay. Ah, right. But it's gonna be used for identification purposes, right?
No, it's adorable. Don't be an idiot.
Nana comes down the stairs.
I mean, okay, fine. Call it a scarf. I mean, just whatever.
I also need to get
just like everyone's attacking me today.
I also need to get Madeline some food. Hoping to get her a nice juicy rat. And I also need to get more arrows. Otherwise, I'm going to be not good next time we get into a fight. I'm running a little low.
See, that's why I've never understood your reliance on practical weaponry like that. You know, like ammo, arrows. Come on.
Yes, because impractical weaponry is so much better.
Reliance on practical weapons.
Yeah.
Have you not seen me fight?
I know, but what happens when you run out of arrows? You what? You're gonna swing a torch at a mammoth again?
No. Pulls out his short sword.
That would be the first time.
Puts it back away, and I've got
so
this.
Don't pull out your short sword in public. That's rude, Arthur.
And Arthur then pulls out the staff of flowers. Tap tap. Flowers come out, directed towards Nana.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you, Arthur. That's so very nice.
Oh, no problem at all. You deserve it, Nana.
And Nana takes the flowers and tucks them behind her ear, just behind the babushka, because her hands are full of tiny plant boy, who has... The reason she's so late is because she just couldn't get the vines to unwrap themselves from the tassel. This thing loves the fucking like, will not let go. Ages. So, that's obviously why she's late coming down.
Oh, Nana, while you're down here, I was saying we could do some shopping, and Rudy said he wouldn't mind a spot of shopping. What would you think, Nana?
Oh, that would be very good, because I need some tassels.
Very good, very good.
I refuse to comment more on that. No, just kidding. I just need my little plant friend is just enamored with the tassels here, and I must say it has good taste, but really it needs to leave them where they are. We can only sew so many back on.
So you're saying if we get it a tassel of its own,
I hope so.
almost like
Rudy.
a chew toy. Okay, right.
And
Yes.
Nana, when Gerald wakes up,
We could just leave Gerald there.
when Gerald wakes up, we got something for you.
Oh,
But you have to
alright.
wait till he wakes up.
I absolutely will. He looks very comfy at the moment. He's very should I say stuck looking?
Well, when I got out of bed, he didn't look exactly comfortable, more just stuck. But okay.
No, I'm sure he knows what he's doing though. Nana is not sure.
Yeah, and you spend some time down here, and eventually Mom Millie comes out with this big basket. Sorry.
To be honest, I
And you
couldn't
look
tell.
inside, and there's like a handful of small glass bottles with stoppers in them, and she explains it's some homemade apple ciders.
Ooh.
And you see in parchment paper folded in baking paper, you've got like a handful of sandwiches. You see what looks to be some maybe yesterday's muffins, but they still look very tasty. They look to have some sort of berries in them, and as well as just like a larger bottle that looks to have water in it.
Oh,
Yesterday's
this-
muffin sounds like an
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic.
All right, Madeline.
That's
Do
all.
you want to come shopping and fly around outside, or do you want to just have a day inside?
And by this point, your speak with animal has gone.
Yeah, but Arthur's still acting like he didn't realize it's gone.
What's the duration on Speak with
Ma-
Animals?
Ma-
10
10 minutes.
minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Madeline does not really give you much of a reaction.
I just put her in her cage and take her back up to the room. Double check that Gerald is still sleeping.
Oh, you get in there? No, Gerald's actually awake. But he's like...
Oh, what seems to be the problem there, Gerald?
Oh, nothing, Arthur. I'm just stretching in bed.
Oh,
nothing,
stretching?
nothing
All right.
wrong here. Definitely not
Oh.
stuck.
Okay, well, so housekeeping will be up soon, I guess.
Bed calisthenics.
Okay, you do you. You do you. Arthur walks out the door.
You just hear this like weak, like
Leave him. He's supposed to do everything by magic anyway.
Too bad Mage Hand can only lift 5 pounds.
That's right, yeah.
I can just imagine housekeeping knocks on the door. Housekeeping.
Oh, thank God.
No, wait. Since Goose wants to sleep, Rudy would have flipped the "Do Not Disturb" onto the door as he left. So housekeeping ain't covered.
No one's coming to save you, Gerald.
No, but there's a moment after a while, Goose gets up and just says, "Let me help you, Gerald." And just
He's like, no, I've got
with
this.
ease, just rips the blankets off the bed.
Oh, I can breathe again.
Yeah, and Goose just says something akin to, "I think I'll stay in. If you want to leave like the packs here, I'll keep an eye on it."
Oh, thank you, Goose. Are you sure? Oh, you are looking a bit under the weather. Rest up, my friend. Don't worry too much. We won't do anything too silly without you.
Well,
He thinks for a moment. I won't do anything too silly without you.
Goose gives you a pat on the back, and you brace for the classic, but it's softer, like more offhandedly.
It's a soft boy pat. Yeah, yeah. He instinctively like puts one leg forwards to just like brace for the. But it's just like and I'm like, oh. All right. Well, did you want me to bring you up some food for Did you want me to bring up some breakfast, Goose?
He'll figure it out.
All right. Well, I'll see you later then. I'll head downstairs after getting
Yeah,
dressed.
downstairs you see the rest. They're going through the contents of this picnic basket, and you see like the assortments of. There seems to be a classic like egg salad sandwich. There's a BLT that looks like it's been fried as well, and there's just an assortment. Looks to be one with some sort of minced meat in it. Looks like smells very irony. But everything looks hearty. There's also a variety in bread, where some seems a bit being a bit more like ground wheat flour, and some they turn more to whole grain. But there's an assortment. There's about like 6 different sandwiches in there. No crust.
No crust.
Well, how is Rudy gonna get his curly hair then? Far out.
Buttered goose for days.
Buttered goose.
Again, chat. Just don't worry.
Worry about it, chat.
Don't worry about it, chat. Like, this is what happens when in jokes go wrong, guys.
It's gonna be like while you're out shopping, Goose is buttering up and going on a heist.
Yeah.
Please, can that be canon?
No, that's the
fantastic.
fever dream Goose has.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
So then it doesn't actually impact anything.
But yeah, so Gerald comes down sort of yawning and good morning, team.
Gerald, you finally broke free of the confines of your fabric prison, did you?
Look, Rudy,
well,
it wasn't
yes.
a prison. He told me it was
It was,
calisthenics.
that was fine. That's
How do
right.
you know a word with that many syllables, Arthur?
That's right, Arthur.
Oh,
It
damn.
was bed
Arthur
calisthenics.
sits down. Arthur sits down and glares.
Nana, yes. Sort of looks at Arthur, looks at Nana, and is like,
Yeah.
all right. I think you'll like this, Nana. We were at the auction the other day, and after purchasing the dragon scale that was in our room, an item came up that both Arthur and I thought you might like. Neither of us could afford it, but we pitched in together and we got it just for you.
That's so sweet.
And he pulls it out. Was it like bagged or like was it just loose when they gave it to us, or was it like in a bag?
It was more like folded into a piece
Into a
of
little
nice
cloth.
cloth.
Lovely, cool. So I'll leave it folded in the cloth and go. Here you are, Nana. This is just a small token of appreciation from myself and Arthur.
No, you boys spoiled me as she carefully unfolds the cloth. And did I hear right? It's an amulet in there?
So
There is an amulet.
Yes, there is. So when you open it up, you get this sort of like smell of like old ale-stained wood. And yeah, it's just like a little wooden amulet, kind of like with kind of looks like little leafy things, in a way. It's just like a long
And she
sort of a thing.
admires the craftsmanship.
Now,
This is beautifully crafted, just like my mother would have made, you know?
oh, lovely. Also, it's magical.
Oh, well, that's always nice, too.
So if you want to add it to your inventory, the name of it is the Amulet of the Drunkard.
This does make sense, yeah. This does. I see what you have done here.
Because we noticed that you like the odd nip on occasion, and we thought this could be make that more practical.
Really, I think you've done the right thing here. I think my patron would honestly have a good time with this. So, thank you so much for thinking of me.
You're most welcome, Nana.
Nana, we enjoy this trip because of your wonderful food, so we had to pay you back somehow.
Oh, you never have to pay me back, Orby. She kind of squeezes his cheeks, but there's not much to like squeeze there because
There you go.
he's, oh, thank you.
For everyone at home, you can see it there.
Hey, girl.
Yeah, so for everyone in chat, essentially this item loves whoever is, I think, attuned to it.
No attunement required.
No attunement. Once per day, if you're wearing this, if you drink essentially a pint of ale or other alcoholic beverage, you get the benefits of a greater healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yes.
Pretty fucking
Yeah.
insane.
So you can,
What the
so you
heck?
can
Doesn't
heal
Nana
yourself with
carry a
alcohol.
flask?
Yeah.
Yes, Nana carries a flask
Yes. Perfect.
of questionable beverage choice.
We made the right choice there.
You
Yeah.
did. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I will definitely.
Beer,
add
ale,
this in.
mead, or wine. 1 pint.
Oh,
4d4
beautiful.
plus 4 hit points healed.
Oh, would you look at that? Another avenue the party can heal that isn't Rudy.
Look, the more redundancies we have, the better.
Bad for your cholesterol.
Just a pinch of salt there.
Just the pinch.
Just a seasoning.
Yeah.
It hasn't been like the cap fallen off yet.
No.
Yeah, because you could essentially like, if Nana's wearing it, if someone goes down, you could run up, put it over their neck, and just pour alcohol in their mouth.
That's true, actually, yeah.
True.
Yes, we can do that to Nana.
But didn't you say it
Oh
had to
my
be
god.
attuned, or-
That kind of makes you like those big
Saint
snow
Bernard
dog.
dog.
Yeah, the Saint Bernards with the
Yeah.
alcohol around their neck.
Oh my god, can I turn into a Saint Bernard?
You totally could.
I think,
You
I
actually
think you
could.
can.
Yeah.
I think I can.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
We're sending
Rescue
Nana
Nana.
on rescue missions now.
Cosplay. as a Saint
Well,
Bernard.
you do have your special transformation, which is
True.
also
Oh
a
my
big,
god,
big
it
red
came
dog.
out. Done. Done. That is it.
Amazing.
Oh
Plus
my
10
god.
to
Oh, great.
That's just the best combo.
Now I have a question for the Dungeon Master.
Dun, dun, dun.
With the what do we know about the Midnight Suns Guild house or place, whatever it is here? Outpost, is it? Or what was the
Okay, I was just doing one
Lodge.
thing. Cuddly, I've fixed. So if you go into manage inventory on your character sheet, you should be able to freehand search for drunkard, and the item shows up.
Ah, thank you. I was struggling, but I think it
there
was,
was
user error.
there was a no. It's me and Roju realized it's a critical role item, so you have to go back into your presets and
change the sources?
allow critical
Yeah.
role. Yeah.
I
Midnight Suns. Let me grab my document.
Yeah, because you mentioned that there was the Midnight Suns Lodge there,
Yes.
nearby. What do we know that they like? What's the purpose of the of these lodges away from?
They
Evanspire?
bigger cities, they have their own essentially branches of the Midnight Suns Guild of Volunteers, which is your average old adventurers guild.
Okay.
Here in South Harbor, they mostly handle extra security details. They do some monster hunting, because if you get to the top tier, there's pretty much only farms, and to the west, there's just open fields, a few forests,
Right.
and the Midnight Suns often do extra work up there, making sure that, because none of the city guards go all the way up, there's just no reason for them to.
Do we?
But there's also, you would know, the guild rep is Bimber, a goblin girl. She looks like a child, and she seems to always be reeking of chemicals.
Oh my god, it's a Lalafell.
It's a goblin. How dare you?
Shit. I did not say Lalafells look like goblins, guys. That's not what I said.
absolutely what you said.
Absolutely.
Now, but the head though, just to confirm, I assume this is the case, where we still need to bring it back to specifically the headquarters rather than
Yes.
being able to
Yes,
deliver
you
it
need
to
to
the.
you need to get to Ebenspire to Venarian Quinn, who is the headmaster of the Midnight Suns.
However, could we still not drop in and say, "Hey, we've made it back to the mainland.
Yeah.
We're on our way.
That's exactly
we might
what
have
I
a
was
detour or so. Just send
thinking.
word.
Yeah.
We are on our way. We have the ability. We just say maybe just say like we have what we went to get. You know, sort of
yes,
be
well,
cryptic in case you get the message.
So Gerald will actually say to the party though, I intend to drop into the Midnight Suns Lodge and just let them know that we're in town. If they can maybe send word back to Ebenspire, to let them know that we are on our way back. And maybe also seeing as we've got a few days, if they've got any short order jobs for us perhaps, that don't require us to risk our lives, preferably.
I mean,
That's a wonderful idea.
Definitely, we should definitely make sure, drop in, let them know that we are alive, because I think the last point of contact we had was them giving us that surprise gift and then sending us off to that horrible mine. So
yes,
I think we should definitely confirm that we are still alive, that we have the package. The package is secured, you might say. And yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yes, I'll let them know that we're ahead of the game, eh?
Some of you, also have drunken, foggy, vague memories that you mentioned heading out to Scale Cove.
Oh, I remember that, but I didn't want to mention it.
Yeah, nah. I think it's best that Goose really wants to go out to Scale Cove. Like Goose was honking at the bit.
I know he absolutely was. He absolutely was honking at the bit, Rudy. I'm honestly hoping he forgets all about it because it sounds rather dangerous.
Wait,
I'll go with Goose.
Did you not hear Goose's mumbling in his sleep? It was all his sleep talking. It was just like he was just rolling around going dragon honk, dragon honk. That was all he was saying all night.
I mean, that's nothing out of the unusual, though, is it?
Oh, it's a little unusual. Usually it's more like muffin honk, but dragon is new.
Or sometimes it's even a bit like, maybe like I swear I heard him say swan.
He does
once.
He does love his dragons. Look, let's
Rudy, may I have a word? We don't ever speak of when he says swan in his sleep, alright?
Well, I mean, then it's normally followed by, butter me up, princess. But like, that's neither here nor there.
Rudy! Jesus!
Honk, giant fish honk. Thank you, Demi.
But Rudy, before we actually go out anywhere, I feel like we need to get you a cloak or something. You said you're trying to avoid.
Oh yes,
your dad.
wanting to hide from your dad.
Look,
And look,
okay. All right. I don't need.
Oh yeah, for Cuddly's benefit.
Yes.
For Cuddly's benefit, Rudy's
yeah.
dad is in town.
Oh, it's his dad. Okay.
Yeah. So that dude with the slick back
and
hair
that's what Arthur went and followed.
that Arthur followed.
Dad.
Yeah.
Turns
We
out
don't
it's
know it's his dad, right?
no, we
Oh,
do
no,
now.
no, we do.
No, we do
Oh,
now.
we do. Oh.
Yeah, because we confronted him.
I wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, no,
like,
because he threatened
sleep.
Arthur with death if
threatened
he
Arthur with death,
pursued
yeah.
this person. So I'm
To
like,
be fair,
what the fuck
Rudy
is
was
this about?
drunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
Arthur's
Gerald
now
wasn't.
like, I could still die here. We need to get you a cloak.
Look,
Yes.
no. The only person who could be possibly in danger right now is Arthur because he followed a potential dangerous noble who probably has enemies and probably considers Arthur some form of assassin.
Well, he didn't see me, so.
I mean, as far as you're aware.
I want everyone except for Rudy to make a history check.
Gotcha, no worries.
Okay.
'Cause there was a word in there.
Oh, that was almost good.
Oh, I was an 8.
7.
Okay.
Oh, I had a
give me
17 and it went to a 7. I called.
Yeah, mine
bullshit.
too. Look, we all rolled terrible.
Oh, that's
Anyone want to use an inspiration point?
I will.
I'm confused as to what's going on, but okay.
Just to, because it's Rudy.
just because it's Rudy.
Wow,
Rudy
okay.
is your inspiration.
That's worse.
Oh,
I wasted it.
You, Nana, you got a 10, which was the highest. And
Yeah.
you,
I've got a plus
the-
4 on
you-
history
there's,
too.
there's a twinge of something when Rudy uses the word noble, but you can't put your finger on it.
Ah.
Noble.
There's something about it that just seems off.
Gotcha. Okay.
Some noble. It's a common word, though.
Not too common in these parts.
Oh, okay.
But
Alright.
yes, anyways.
There's not a lot of nobility? Okay.
If anything, we all need cloaks then, Rudy. If you think I'm in danger and I think you're in danger.
Arthur, I was joking. We don't need cloaks.
I think you should get matching cloaks.
No, we don't
I
need
think
cloaks.
you should put a fake moustache on, Arthur.
I was drunk. I overreacted. It's just, I don't like my dad, and my dad doesn't like me. Can we go shopping?
Can we go shopping and then go check out the house they were in?
Are you shopping for cloaks to hide
Yes.
from your daddy issues?
Well, I'm shopping for a scarf first, arrows, and then a cloak, and then going to go sort out daddy issues.
I need tassels.
Oh yes, we got to do tassels, and then we can do daddy issues.
What kind of tassels do you want, Nana?
I let me see. Hold on. Probably one that looks like every single tassel in our room is my guess, but I can ask.
They don't need to spin or anything, do they?
What? Spin? Why would they need to spin, Gerald?
Gerald.
Gerald.
Look,
no.
I have to
What
ask.
Gerald,
tassels
no.
do you want?
I think Gerald must have been visiting some of those
That's
other
it.
sites.
I'm this close to just going and spending the day in the graveyard. I swear, I cannot handle.
No, Rudy, you've got so much to live for.
Do I though? Really? Like,
Yes, we're on our way home. We're finally out of the blasted cold lands.
that's right. You need me to keep a bloody head alive.
We're away from a rampaging army of undead things.
Bring up a good point. We are away from those methods.
Honestly, things
yes,
are looking
yes.
up, in my humble opinion.
Very far away from
So
that.
Arthur's gonna
Yes.
get up at this point, and he's gonna grab Nana and Rudy's hand and come on, let's go shopping. And
Oh,
try and pull-
okay.
Which hand did you grab? The gloved hand or the non-gloved hand?
No, he's avoiding that gloved hand as much as possible. He doesn't know why you're wearing it, and he doesn't want to know why you're wearing it.
Good. Rudy slaps your hand away with the gloved hand. And he's going with you, but like he's not holding your hand.
And I'm just gonna
Wow.
grab a bit of. Is there just like some toast
Nana will hold
available,
your
Josie?
hands.
Yeah, definitely. If you
All
go
right,
ask,
I'm gonna anime girl, toast in the mouth, run out the door
Well,
with the
well,
team.
you
I'm
run,
just-
you run
I'm
over
gonna-
the corner and you just run straight into this handsome senpai.
Oh no.
Roji goes all blushy. I'm gonna skip out Nana then. I'm gonna start skipping, not running now.
All right. Fair enough. Nana can
Just
skip.
skipping down the street.
Yep.
elves.
Bigawoo.
All right. Well,
You're skipping down the street. You essentially you exit onto the what would be the southern end, because the Artisan's Row goes from the north to the south. So you're in the southern end. You don't have. There's a few rows of houses before you hit a fenced off cliff edge where you can just see the open ocean and boats. Like there's fishing vessels out. There's one large trading vessel that looks like it just departed. And turning to your right as you exit the door, you see the Artisan's Row, where people are setting up shop. There's movement abound, lots of voices. People are shouting, yelling, talking. There's seagull chattering. Where do you want to go?
Nana, I think we need to go down there. That's where the shop seems to be.
I will catch up with you later. I'm going to go straight to the Midnight Suns lodge.
Yeah, that's on the other end of the Artisan's Row. So you have to just go through the whole shopping district.
Oh well, I guess if we're we'll just like start awkwardly going in the same direction. Like awkward. You're going this way as well. Well,
Bye, Gerald. Gerald, what the fuck?
So
This is awkward.
Arthur sort of looks at Rudy and just goes, "Yeah, nah," because you slapped his hand away. He's actually a bit upset about that.
No.
So.
Hey, Nana's holding his hand. What am I? Cut glass? All right.
No. Hey, whoa, Nana.
No, it just shanks you.
Shanks him right in the heart.
I swear to God, this twig light is going to eat
Joy.
flesh.
Oh my fucking lord. Arthur's enjoying holding your hand.
Nana
but he
didn't
was-
say that. Cuddly said that. Shh. It's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
But yes. So Rudy, we're going this way. You can do what you want.
I'm coming with you, you silly sod.
No.
Just don't hold my hand.
And the twig light reaches out one little vine and tries to wrap it around your finger.
Come on, you've got to hold that. You've got to hold that.
Nana, your plant is holding my pinky finger.
Yes. I think it thinks. Look, it's really missing the tassels, you know, and I think if you just had something to hold, maybe
Slowly
it
pulling
would
the
be
hand
better.
towards the maw.
Nana, doesn't this eat meat?
No. And I just gotta add here that I know that twig lights can like understand common, but there's one word that really stands out and it gets really excited over. And Josie said it earlier. Some of the sandwiches are egg salad. And it knows the word egg. It wants the word egg.
Of
Yeah.
course it knows.
Of course it does.
Yes, it gets excited for
Egg.
so it doesn't eat meat, it eats egg.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we did
I
have a
love it.
lot of it on the ship, so it's probably basically been
Well,
brought
that's
up on
what I was
egg.
thinking. It got a boiled egg like every
You
morning,
know
so
what?
now
That
it's
Yeah.
like,
makes a lot of sense. Yeah. All right, we have a twig blight pet that eats egg. Gotcha.
Egg.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, put it in the law
Egg
books,
blight.
chat. Egg blight.
Egg blight.
Can it be named Egbert? Can we name it
Oh
Egbert?
my god. We might be able to.
No, you got to call it scrambles.
Scramble.
Lars Van says technically eggs are pre-meat.
That's
So-
yeah,
True.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like where
can
your
name
head's at, Larzpan.
Sheldon.
Oh my god.
Sheldon?
I was just
Sheldon.
gonna name it I, but there we go. You know, EI. German.
So down this line of shopping.
Yes, we're going down the shop. Sorry, Josie. Oh dear.
Do I see one that sells arrows?
You do see what looks to be a general store, and next to it there seems to be an mixed. There's a smithy and an armorer, and there's you see they got metal working going. You see one of them looks to be an apprentice is sitting out front and is bending metal, doing like small sculptures out of thin pieces of scrap metal, and inside you see an elf actually of very dark ashy gray skin and this almost like shimmering gray hair that's up in like a very loose bun at the back, and he's wearing what looks to be thick glasses that is standing in a forge currently.
Here we go. Arthur's gonna walk up, and I'm guessing there's some sort of counter for him to lean on.
A little bit, but it's as you walk up, this young fella looks up and says, "Hello, how can I help? Looking for
G'day.
anything special?"
Yeah, I'm actually looking for some arrows.
Oh, we got arrowheads at least, but I think it looks over and you see just like 2 rows of houses away on the other side. But if you go over to Tomas over there, he could probably fashion them into arrows for you. He does the wood stuff.
You guys sort of work together, I see. Then that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for that. Do I
how
pay
many-
you? Do I need to pay you and pay him? How does this sort of?
I think Santar is a bit busy. He's working on a commission right now.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go. Oh, how much do they cost first? Let's start there.
Well, they're easy to make. I make them every now and then. Let me have a look, and I'm just gonna look at the actual price of arrows.
Yeah, they're not too expensive.
They're not too. Here we go.
Oh, here you go. Yeah.
Yeah, the full price for arrows is 1 gold per 20.
Oh,
I've got it listed
that's
in as 0.05 gold per 20 in D&D Beyond.
Oh, then I don't know if they've done an errata. In my player's handbook, it says 20 arrows. But
Yeah.
your price is probably listed per piece. If you
Oh,
take
it could be
the
per
price times 20.
arrows. Oh, I bet you're right.
Yep. I'll hand
As-
over 1 piece of gold, and I say, actually, I'm gonna hold 1 piece of gold and 1 silver piece, and say I would like to have 20 arrows, if you don't mind, and you keep that silver piece.
Oh, sir, hold on, sir. You're way overpaying. Give me just a moment. And he runs back, and the elf gives a look over, sees you, and gives a nod and like a wide smile. You see the face is just covered in soot.
After
And,
awkwardly smiles back.
And
Oh my god.
it just you get like almost like an awkward smile back. Like you can't see the eyes. You just got these thick black lenses looking at you, and then turns away, starts like pulls it out of the forge, where it walks over to an anvil, and then this younger fella comes back, and he's got a note of paper, and says, "If you bring this with you to Tomas, it says that we owe him for it because you essentially paid the full price. So
Okay,
if
yeah.
you just bring this paper over, and he'll just come to us when he needs his part of the pay, and I just
Sure.
so you know. But sure, hold on. Let me just pulls out. You see this row. There's a low shelf with a bunch of small drawers. Pulls one open, grabs a handful of arrowheads essentially, and starts like counting them up, and then shoves them down into a very small burlap style pouch, and just hands them to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna tip him.
You already did 1 silver.
Yeah, I'm gonna tip him again because he's such a good chap. 5 copper. I'm giving him.
Thank you, sir. You didn't have to.
You seem like a fine person indeed, and look, every little bit helps, does it not?
Fair enough. Thank you, sir. And just puts it in the pocket.
We
and
all
then,
know
like,
you're trying to impress that elf.
Yeah, looks over towards the rest of you, and almost looks towards you like waiting to see if anyone else wants to do business of any kind.
I suppose this would be a good place for Rudy to sell that old shield, hey? Because the shield he clearly knew he had the whole time.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that shoe.
Yeah.
Oh,
The-
that shoe.
the one that he gets a laugh.
The old one. I mean, you got a lot of good
Hold on.
use out of it.
I don't think I actually added the new shield to my inventory.
Oh, you're a fool.
Mhm.
I'll fix it. I'll make a note. I'll make a
Hey,
note. I'll
thanks.
fix it.
I just don't. I think we're just in so much shock.
Yeah, for now, keep the one because it's got the same AC stat bonus.
Okay,
Keep it
alrighty.
in your inventory, but we can still RP you sell it.
Yeah. Rudy steps up, and I mean, he doesn't have his new shield. He left his shield back at home. He still has his mace on him. But yeah, he goes, "Oh, just looking to get rid of this. Surely someone else can get some better use out of it than I can now."
Oh yeah, definitely. We could work it up. It looks like it's been through some stuff.
Oh,
Looks
it
at
absolutely has. It absolutely has. It's probably saved my noggin on more than one occasion.
Yeah, hopefully the next person will know they're using it too.
Yeah, give me just a moment, and sort of like holds it up, turns towards and yells, "Centaur!" And just holds the shield up, and the elf looks over. And just like looks over. You can't see the eyes. It's just these thick black lenses. Does one of these,
Yeah.
and the kid turns back. 4 gold, 5 silver. I think I can offer.
That is totally fine. I'm just looking to get out of my hands. That's more than enough.
Okay. Thank you. Like, takes it, puts it down.
Cool.
Anyone else got business?
No, sorry. I'm only in the market for tassels, as it were. I've you know, and she just gestures to the little writhing massive
Well,
vines that's still holding Ruby.
I recommend you go to Monique, and also points like next to the carpentry store. You can see this one store where you see a woman currently is putting bolts of cloth like against the wall, just standing them outside the store.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Oh, Josie? Did you say this also does? They do woodwork a little bit, yeah? A bit of
Yes.
woodwork in here. Oh.
Well, at Tomas, where Arthur was told to go.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Sorry, for some reason I thought Tomas was the elf's name. I'm really following it well. Cool.
All right, Arthur's going to make his way over to the woodworking station.
Mm-hmm.
And g'day, good sir.
Good day. How can I be of assistance?
I was just over at your mates across the way there, and I've got these arrowheads. I'd like some arrows if you don't mind.
Yeah, I saw the pointing. I assume you've got paper for me?
Yep. Hands the paper.
Yeah, looks over it. Seems better. Give me a moment. Sure, I could get something out, and if you just leave them here, take a few minutes.
Yep. I might be just next door, I think.
Yeah. Give me 10 minutes.
10 minutes? That's no problem at all. I do believe my little, well, my friend Nena might be interested in your woodworking.
Oh, yes,
really?
I do have a question. Now I know you are very skilled in weaponry, and I just was wondering if you're also skilled in crafting baby rattles.
I mean, sure, I can do.
Yeah, oh, good, because I think we're going through the teething stage, and it would be a great help.
Yeah, and usually I do furniture, but I can do fine carpentry as well.
That would be wonderful. What do you think that would cost me?
5 silver maybe, if you want a really nice one.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I mean,
absolutely. Whatever your finest little carpentry can do for you know, my son.
it's a lot of finicky work though. I think it'll take me a while.
How long do you wait, how long are we staying in town?
5 days.
5? Oh, that should be fun. Will it take less than 5 days, do you think?
Definitely. I'll probably have it done sometime tomorrow.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Let me order that now, and you take your time. I know you're very busy with your weapons, but this would be great. Oh no, you can't touch his tools. No, we don't touch other people's tools without.
Is that living wood? He just looks down.
Yeah, it's very much alive, but Nana says it's harmless. I mean, it is cutting up the circulation of my finger.
What have you said about
this
holding
finger's purple,
people to
Nana.
fight?
Yep, it's I can't feel it anymore.
Oh, well, I hope you didn't want that finger.
It's okay.
Okay. Anyone else looks around and says, 10 minutes for you, sir, and I'll have your arrows done. I just gotta, gotta get them out the back and just twist the heads on.
Yeah, like I said, I'll be next door.
Okay. Fair enough. And where else did you want to go?
Next door.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
next
just
door, the
pushing
clock
straight
store?
on to the Midnight Suns.
You're pushing. Yeah. If you go to Nana, if you go next door, you find the seamstress Monique, who is a half-elven woman, Monique, and she's dressed in very elegant, but not expensive-looking clothing. It's more like she spends a lot of time and effort into making her own attires, even though they seem to be made out of very, commonly occurring fabrics and materials.
Fantastic. We love practicality.
Yeah, and asking for tassels, she's got an assortment. and you can have your pick and choose, and they run anywhere from a copper to 9 copper, depending on how like fancy and detailed you want them.
Let's see. Nana would cast Speak with Plants and let the Twig Blight pick them out. I think 3 of them. 3 of them sounds good. 3 tassels.
3 tassels.
Yeah, and I'm just trying. Where's my
Yeah.
spell? Oh, there
So
it
you
is.
cast Speak with Plants, and the Twig Blight very quickly it just grabs the closest ones.
Okay, I don't know what I expected, but yeah.
Does Rudy notice that Nana is now like, I don't know, how do you speak with a plant? I'm not entirely sure how this works.
Slowly.
Out loud?
I hadn't really thought about that. I was always assuming it was speaking out loud, but in a language they understood, but I guess I don't really know. Is there something else?
Because if Rudy heard you turning to the Twig Blight and saying something weird, he would then go, Nana, it's going up the arm. My arm, it's starting to throb, please.
and there's a moment of excitement coming from the Twig Blight. Like, it's squeezing harder on Rudy's finger the closer you come to the tassels.
Nana, it's getting worse.
Okay. And Nana very carefully unwraps the tiny vine from around his finger and puts it on a tassel instead.
God, that's such a teeny vine, but I think that's going to leave a permanent mark.
Oh, then you'll always remember him, Rudy.
Yeah, and Monique the half-elf looks at the three tassels that were grabbed and said, "You know what? A silver for the lot. That thing is adorable."
Oh, thank you so much. And Nana will give her 2 silver because she complimented the baby, obviously.
Well, and then Monique takes the 2 silver, pulls another tassel, a really fancy-looking one, off the shelving and hands it to the Twig Blight.
Oh, and the Twig Blight like cuddles it like a teddy bear.
It's got these like seaweed green mixed with marine blue and just like a single strand of gold. You can barely see shimmering inside like the tassel.
Oh my goodness, thank you. You've truly spoiled us today. Now you make sure you don't lose that one. That one's very special. That one's from Monique, okay?
I kind of just imagine this tiny
the Twig Blight is just shaking frivolously these tassels. Just like...
I imagine it's like got like 4 different vines right now just going ah!
Yeah, it's just shaking excitedly.
I love this so much.
Denny says we have our own cheerleader now.
Yeah, it's a tiny botanical cheerleader.
As this is happening...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Arthur was going to step forward and would you have a scarf of any type, but more for like an L I can tie it on? Like, it just needs to be red, ruby red.
Needs a color.
If you want to mark your pet, I do recommend something smaller, and you put it on the ankle so it doesn't hinder the bird.
Okay. So you think a scarf would hinder? Okay. Look, I'll go with that. Do you have anything in ruby red? That I can put?
Yes, definitely. I'll just give you a small strip of cloth, and you can just make a little knot, and it'll be fine. You know what? It's on the house, and just pulls out like a box of scrap fabrics and just rips a little strip of red fabric off for you.
Oh, thank you. You are amazing. You very much are. Here is 2 copper gold. 2 copper.
2 copper gold.
Jesus Christ.
2 copper. 2 copper. Just 2 copper.
Jeez.
Sorry.
It's like everyone who's like trying to be kind is like, oh, you can have it for free. Here's 30 gold.
Arthur's gonna take just basically walk outside, go check up on the arrows, and then go find some owl food.
Yeah, you get 20 arrows, and for owl food, I'll say it's 2 copper per day's worth of food for the owl. Because essentially, you ask around, you find a butcher, and you describe what kind of feed you want, and you get dried offal.
Okay, sweet. I do want to get 1 rat as a special treat.
They do not sell rats.
Yeah, this isn't a dwarven town.
Okay. So you said 2 copper. I'm gonna get a
Per day's worth of feed for your bird.
Okay.
You want a rat? Just
But-
go in an alleyway and hunt it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get told if you want rats, you gotta head to the old docks.
Okay.
I mean, why don't you just take Madeline and let her hunt? She's an owl, right?
Well, the big city scares her. Okay.
Oh, well, I will be damned.
Nice.
See, it loses its efficacy when you say it in chat and then say it out loud, Cuddly.
I had to. I remembered that we wouldn't get punished for it today.
Oh shit! Oh wait, Cuddly.
Yes.
Cuddly. If you're lurking in my chat, you should
Oh.
do exclamation mark pun.
I'm always lurking.
I did it on my phone,
But,
so I didn't
yes.
see what this is.
Oh no! God damn it! More of these scraps are
Got
left
'em.
behind. Oh no!
Yeah. Gerald, you find your way to the Midnight Suns guild house. And it looks like a typical log house. It's a hunting lodge. It looks like it's made out of logs. And it's got this very rustic vibe to it. You got the big insignia for the Midnight Suns. That as you step in, it definitely looks like it's been furnished to have the hunting lodge vibe. You've got the hunting trophies on the walls. You've got the tables made out of just like circles of wood, like cross sections of giant trees. Everything is just woodwork, and it smells of forest in here. And
Lovely.
currently, there's not a lot of people hanging around. As you enter, there's 2 people that exit. They give you a nod, and you can see on their left shoulders they have the emblem for the Midnight Suns. And as you step in, first you get the smell of forest, of cut wood and oil, and it's nice. It's calming. You're definitely back on solid land. It's nice. And you see further down, behind what might once have been a bar, instead of bottles of wines or caskets of ale, you now see a full alchemist setup.
Right.
And there's you just see like a pair of green ear tips that just walking like behind this bar counter.
Oh my god.
Oh, hello? Is that you, Bimber?
Oh, hello. Who's there?
Hello.
Just like clambers up on a stool. You see this big bug-eyed goggles. It just gets them up and they snap to, and they just keep the ears pressed together on top of her head.
Hello, I'm not sure if you remember me necessarily, but I'm Gerald with the guild, of
I'm
course.
terrible with names, but you look familiar.
Yeah, it's good enough. Well, yes, my name is
Maybe
Gerald.
the hat.
Yes, the hat.
You misspelled wizard, by the way.
No, that's how it's spelt
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
in some parts. It's with 2 Zs for distinguishment.
You sure?
Yes, quite,
Is it
quite.
like a rank thing? The better a wizard you are, the more sits you got.
Quite, yes. But it only goes up to 2.
Oh, shit.
So you won't ever see one with 3. You know.
What if I did? What did I do? Are they
Well,
fake?
they're probably fake, yes.
Oh, shit.
Undoubtedly.
Counterfeit wizard? Imagine having a hat that says wizard when you're not a wizard.
Right? Wouldn't that be a silly turn of events?
Oh wow!
Oh,
Being
no.
called out.
The amount of times we somehow get Gerald, like we nail Gerald, and then it like Gerald just like
Yeah. That would be,
What can I
that
do
would
for
be
you?
very silly. Yes,
You're
well,
heading down south, right?
that's right. We're
Everyone
returned.
okay?
Well, yes, mostly.
Because I just know I had an epiphany as soon as you left. I whipped up a bunch of like cold resistance potions, just in case more people gotta go there.
Oh yes, well that's probably a very
It's
good
smart
idea.
business.
Yeah, it's more than just a pretty face, Bimbia. So we just
You're
wanted
not
to.
too bad yourself, you know.
Oh, stop.
Wow.
So we just wanted to get message to headquarters that we are on our way back. Are you able to send a missive to Evanspire for us?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I mean, depends.
On?
I can always send a mail rider, like a messenger.
Yes.
Or if you really want to, I could whip something up. We can make it faster.
Oh, how would you do that?
Feather token?
A feather token?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. For a message. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it turns into a bird. The bird flies. The bird delivers a message.
yes. I mean, if you've got one to spare that won't impede your work here in any way, yes, you're welcome to
Yeah.
send one on in
I mean,
whatever.
if it's for guild business, it's all the same.
It is for guild business, so you can absolutely put it on headquarters tab. After all,
Yeah, well, I mean, guild business, because you had a thing you were doing, right?
that's right. Yes, so we're just letting them know that we have done the job. It is now complete, and we are we'll be on a boat that'll be leaving here in
A boat?
5. Yes, we'll be taking a boat.
Yeah, you would caught me dead on a boat. I got so bad seasick, you know.
Oh yes, you and our ranger both.
Well,
So-
I did make a thing. Do you think he'd like it? I made this thing in case you get seasick.
Oh yes.
And she pulls up a flask
And just,
opens it and starts wishing it around, and a few drops get on the wood and it starts smoking and staining.
Oh,
it's
yes.
supposed to make you
Like, less seasick, and just takes a glug, starpers it, puts it away.
Oh, that might be good actually. Do you have any spare?
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic.
I mean, I could always use more testing. It doesn't really work the same on goblins, especially an iron gut like me. I can eat anything.
Well, that's quite an achievement.
I just imagine after
Don't kill our ranger.
just the acid eating away his stuff. it just opens up.
Let me know how it goes,
Oh my god.
Like
Yes, of
science
course.
person to science person.
Just puts the little flask on the bar.
Wait, is it the
Gives a
same flask
gives
that
a little
they
bit
just
of a
took a drink
swish.
out of?
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you, Bimbia. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, please do.
Yes, quite.
You
Actually-
you gotta have a larger group for testing when you do these kinds of things.
Yes.
But even
It's-
with pay, people don't like testing my inventions.
It's so nice to talk to someone who understands the arcane methods.
Yeah, truly.
And she just like leans on the bar.
It's really nice talking to
Oh my
you.
god. Please, Gerald.
Thank you, Bimbia.
Gerald.
For dinner.
Gerald.
Do it, Gerald. Take one for the team.
Oh, you know what? I've got a good way
Also,
to
what's the
let you know.
message you want to
Actually.
send?
Oh, to Evanspire. Yes.
Yeah, hold on.
And just hops down from the bar. You hear ruffling and rummaging. Tung, 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 tung.
Oh, wait, no, what's this?
And just throw something, and you see like there's a splatter of color against the wall, and all of a sudden, yeah, you see like a glass vial flies up against the wall, splatters this like sickly green color, and it starts running down the wall, and then it just starts
God.
crawling up the wall.
Oh, you got a bit of. It's gone.
I'll catch it later. Don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. Here it is.
And you just see like this small green hand comes up and just crawls,
Here we go. Got it.
and you see this almost like this small wooden diamond shaped token that has like a carved bird in it.
So, who are we sending a message to?
Should we send it to the receptionist? Yes, to
Mr. Quinton. But you know what would be really fun? If we sent it to Gast!
I don't think that'll be very useful, honestly.
It's hilarious, though.
Yes, but also useless. I don't know. Do we? Probably a question for Josie. Would Gerald know whether this is something to send directly to the guildmaster, or does things usually go through the receptionist first?
The guildmaster is very hands-on.
Okay, cool.
He gets involved.
Cool. Yes, we'll send it directly to Venarian then.
Okay, just speak your message after the beep.
It just pushes down on the token, and with a little puff of smoke, it turns into a bird.
Does the bird beep?
and it just
hello. This is Gerald, the wizard. We've just come up from the frozen lands. Mission complete. We have the person, as it were, in our custody. Some complications, however.
That's it. End of message.
There's no complications. Oh shit.
And Beambird just grabs the bird, says to the bird,
You, Valerian, Quinn, and Abbott
and this just yeets the bird towards the door. It just takes off, flutters away.
There we go.
This person is definitely Gerald's taste.
Oh my god. This is the person that
Gerald-
Gerald fears the most.
And as the bird flies away, and the Beambird slowly looks back and locks eye with Gerald, we're gonna go on a quick break, refill drinks, and we'll bring back here in a little bit.
I seriously need that to be like a spin-off romance of Timber and Gerald.
Look, can we just have Gerald continue to get little missives like that in bird form from this goblin?
Oh my god, yes!
And get off like halfway through.
Seriously, we
I'll be back in a
definitely need
second,
this.
guys.
I'll also be right back super soon. Give me a moment.
No worries.
Oh,
It'll
I
be
see.
completely unrequited, though.
But that's the best part. That's truly the best part. Is that Gerald would be beyond terrified.
Oh, yeah.
And, like,
That's assuming that he even understood what was happening.
I think just being around that kind of person terrifies Gerald.
Someone that chaotic, yeah.
Yes, just like pure chaos. This is not a good goblin or a bad goblin. This is a seething mound of chaos at this point.
There's too many red flags. Danger.
There's so many red flags. I'm surprised a bull hasn't crashed through the window yet.
Yeah. I love it though. It's so good.
I also love it. I am gonna go fill up my water.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the
Good
same
water.
as well. So, we'll just
Share stream.
leave you on a chair stream. So enjoy all of our chairs, and I'll be right back in just a
Except for
moment.
mine. Enjoy my butterfly wings.
I think everyone's enjoying those butterfly wings.
Good. You should. I hope you do.
Got a lot of similarities to Hoggle. Hoggle? Who is Hoggle? What's Hoggle from, Davey? I'll come back anyway because I got to go pee as well. So we'll continue this conversation anon. Oh, from Labyrinth. Okay, yeah, cool. I didn't remember the name.
Oh,
but
I'm all
awesome.
by myself. Hey guys, over all the channels. How are we all? And there's no one here, so how are we all? I hope you guys are going
I'm back.
well. Oh, Josie, I was afraid. I was the only one here, and I was like,
No, I'm here.
That's good. That's good. Oh, is that the fizzy brand drink I see you having there tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever could this be?
No, yeah, especially with like the black lid and Red label. Like, what could that definitely be?
What could it be?
It's not like it's branded the same all over the world.
No, no one knows.
What are you eating though? Oh, that was the battery. Herp.
I'm eating batteries. I'm eating batteries.
Why are you eating batteries? Don't eat them. It's dangerous.
How's your cider's going?
They're going. They're helping me forget that I have searing shoulder pain, but you know, that's
Ouch.
yeah.
But if we got any quick questions from any of the active chats.
Davy Dorky says, this week in Dramonia, Gerald begins his life path towards ending Arthur's seasickness / life.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
What could go wrong, indeed?
I got a new viewer in my chat and saying that Rudy has the same hoodie as me.
Oh, really? Hoodies are wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. This is the sloth one. What's the chat member's name? Oh.
Well, Mitch is basically the first bit. I can't pronounce the last bit.
Mitch, first of all, you have good taste. Second of all, my wife has the orange one with the blue cats on it. That's the one she's got. Hoodies are awesome. Very useful here in Melbourne. Very useful.
Just
not
Mitch?
here because it's fucking hot. We're dying. Sweden is melting.
Hang on. Meanwhile, Northern Australia, I'm still on a shirt.
We're not gonna start debating which state is better than which state because then we'll get in an argument that Orb you won't like the end to.
Mitch is I'm 3 hours out of Melbourne near Bulla.
Oh, I see. I'm like almost smack bang in Melbourne. I'm like smack bang in the city, pretty much. Just outside of the city centre.
Yeah, but
I was gonna just say, as Moogle asks, is Josie secretly a D&D bot, considering you're eating batteries?
What?
Whop.
Next question. We do have a question from Davey who wants to know if I did take reference from Labyrinth for the voice. Honestly, I just sure they have a buttload of goblins in the Labyrinth. It's an amazing movie. Everyone should watch it. It's just the best. It's just the best. Except for the one scene where you get David Bowie's crotch in your face. It's
you mean the entire movie?
I mean, there would be some people out there that would say that makes the movie.
Well, I was gonna say, isn't that why you watch it?
Yeah.
Well, no. For me, it's the satisfying part when he's doing like the glass crystal ball juggling.
Did you know it wasn't actually him that did it? Fun fact. This is a little movie fact for you.
Is it a stunt crotch?
No. Yeah, it was just the crotch juggling the ball. No. So they actually had like a professional, like dude.
A professional crotch juggler?
Yeah, professional ball fondler.
Careers.
Yeah, so they had a professional ball fondler that was actually acting as his arm for those scenes that he was doing the ball thing. And they had him like because I've seen it was like a little making of thing about that specifically, and they had him like in this like crazy uncomfortable contraption, and essentially had to teach himself how to do that artistry perfectly while not being able to see it, and also be kind of lying down pretending to be someone else's arm.
That
God.
sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
David Bowie was a puppet.
Awful.
Yeah.
David Bowie was literally.
Oh my
a puppet.
god.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
No,
So,
the
there you go.
voice for Davey, the voice come from my brain went, okay, it's a goblin. I'm going to do a generic goblin, and then I looked at my notes. Okay, it's a goblin girl alchemist. So I was just like goblin, high pitched, super excited.
chaos.
That's what I went for.
You were riding
Yeah.
chaos, as Roju and I were just discussing.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's an iron gut goblin.
That's now in love with Gerald.
Yeah, and I love that movie. Nana ships it.
I absolutely love
Gerald,
it.
Rudy ships it. Yeah.
Nana literally ships any and every one of whatever you guys want. You know?
Especially the Arthur Rudy.
Yes, she just
No
wants the
one
best for
should
everybody.
ever ship Arthur Rudy.
It's too late. The
Please.
ship has been made and has
Rudy-
sailed.
Oh my god.
I like how people shipped it like first episode.
Literally,
we can
first-
get back on with the game now.
Yeah.
No,
rather
we
than
can't. We
talking
gotta
about
discuss this.
imaginative shipping here.
I think Nadia the Naiad had a better chance with with Gerald though. This
I'm
one is
getting told the wedding invites for Rudy and Arthur's wedding have already been sent, so there's no
Yeah.
going back.
I haven't got
Can you
one yet,
imagine
so-
Gerald actually like being interested in someone who would throw dangerous life forms in a vial against a
Yes,
wall for it
I
to
actually-
just creep around freely?
No, I feel like whoever Gerald ends up with is like one of those pushy people that like pushes him into situations, but like they always work out. But like Gerald just needs that push, and I feel like that sort of character. Is...
Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Honestly,
knows?
Gerald, I think you should
Maybe-
just let it go. Let's see what happens. You know?
Maybe one day he unattunes from the circle of intellect and just becomes less scared.
Never. That can't happen ever.
Do you know how like
Because
there's men
then
out
he'd
there
just be
that-
too scared. Like, if I'm stupid, I can't be smart enough to handle the scary things.
But you know how there's like men out there. I'm one of those people where if someone brought me my order wrong, I'm like, I'll just eat this. But I married someone
absolutely.
that's
This is my
like,
order now.
and like, no, you take it back, and they go up. And I feel that's very much Gerald.
It could be. But
Oh, I absolutely just eat the wrong thing. Josie, I think we
Yes.
need. I think we absolutely need. Just on a
Fan art.
stupid-
Anyone in chat? Fan art.
Oh, always fan art. But I think we need to put all the guys, Goose and Gerald and all of the men in this campaign. I think they need to go on like one of those bachelor dating shows. We have like 3 contestants from like NPCs from the universe from our little campaign, and they have to answer questions. Mannequin MC.
well, Davey's asking if Gerald ends up with Rudy in the end. Then, so who knows?
You know. But
Everyone's
are
getting
we,
shipped
are we
with
getting
Rudy.
back in?
Yes,
yeah.
let's get back
Yeah.
into it.
I was about to yell out, can't we just leave Rudy with the corpses? But that sounds so bad when you
Oh,
say it like
Ooh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that is a
I
line
mean-
you do not want to cross.
I feel like Rudy's theme song in this case would just be your favorite Martian song, Zombie Love Song.
Zombie.
Is it as gross
But-
if they're a zombie? Who knows?
But let's get back into it. As you're standing there, as Gerald in the guild hall, it's just you and Bimber for the moment. And Bimber's leaned up on the bar, just looking at you.
Bimber,
And
are there
says-
any? Oh yes.
Are you gonna be in town for long?
About 5 days, I think, before the boat, before that ship sails.
Oh,
my
okay.
God.
And your entire group is still alive.
Yes. Yes, I suppose we are.
That's wonderful.
I think so.
Because we only have one job up and no one's grabbed it. It's been sitting for
Oh.
a month.
Oh, because that was going to be the other thing I was inquiring about. If there's any sort of like short tasks, not particularly life-threatening, that we might take up while we're here.
Yes.
Got a real wrong perception there.
He's like, yes.
Hold on. Seems straight enough.
Yeah. So okay, what work? is
Well,
there?
yes, on the time, it could be super quick. Like if you just do it, you get it over with, it's done. But
Those are great.
It's,
Yes.
got some, but I can't do any promises on risks. You know, it comes with a
alright.
job.
Well, yes. I just try to minimize where possible, of course.
No, we got
Over here, and she clambers up on the actual bar, walks over to this large bulletin board style thing.
Mm.
Can you still hear me, by the way? Because it's saying
Yeah.
that I've lost connection.
No, I
What
got
the
you.
hell?
Nutty.
No, your
Please.
camera's fine and your
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're fine.
on my end. Yeah.
But am I fine?
I mean,
Are you?
Yes,
You're so
yes.
you fine.
Josie,
Damn, you're fine.
Josie, you're so fine.
Josie goes all red. Takes 2 points of flattery damage.
Only 2? That was a critical hit.
Aw.
Nice.
And it grabs a decently sized piece of paper down and says,
Well, this is the only thing we got, because, you know, people just nab the usual stuff. We have a
Sure.
lot of, like, retainer work, where we got, like, contracts running with the farms and with the guard. Sorry, that the drink I had is it's really, like, making me sort of, like, feeling some heartburn.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's better when you're actually on a ship.
Yes. You know, you gotta swivel the stomach acids. It's a natural, like, you gotta emulsify the liquids inside the stomach.
Sure, yes. I'm not much of an
Yeah,
alchemist
sciencey
myself,
thing.
so...
Nullify the poisons, you know, dilate the acids.
Yeah. All the stuff, whatever, who said that?
Go, go!
But no, there's rumors, there's bad stuff happening.
All right, let me have a look
Over
at
in the
this.
old docks, essentially, there's a new person who moved in, taking over in the old docks, and, usually, the sea legs, the bad folks, they're called the sea legs, they stick to the old docks, but they've been running, heists, if you will, into the manors, like the big houses.
Oh,
And the city's not too happy about it, but the guards, you know, the guards, they won't do anything that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That was a mood, that sound.
I do understand.
So this is
So,
essentially just figure out who's running the sea legs now, and make them stop. That's essentially it. Just make them stop.
all right, but asking nicely, or
As long as they stop, like a written apology is enough for me.
all right, a written apology. That doesn't sound too difficult to obtain from a gang of hardened dock
And it's been
criminals.
sitting forever, so you know the price has gone up.
Oh yes, how much?
leans in close. And just,
Oh, is it
Ooh.
a secret? Is it?
Oh.
What?
Well, I don't want anyone else to hear.
looks around. This place is empty.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I swear to God, if you get a big sloppy goblin kiss, I'm gonna lose my shit.
50 platinum.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay, that's better than a
Right.
sloppy goblin kiss.
No, it's not. Don't lie to yourself.
50 platinum is a reasonable price. All right.
Yeah.
A
It's just
reasonable
because
price?
the city wants it done, but the guards, they said it's not their thing to do. It's like way above their pay grade.
Right. So essentially, the Midnight Suns got to name their price then.
Yeah. Well, it started lower and it's been going up since no one wants it.
Right. All right. Well,
We gotta we gotta incentivize.
yes. Well, I mean, we're only here for a few days. I can't promise we'll necessarily knock the whole thing over, but consider us at least looking into it for the time being. We'll see what we can do, perhaps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
There can't be that many of them, surely, right?
of what?
Of the ruffians.
Oh, I don't know, probably a bunch, but you just gotta find the guy running it all.
Yeah, and just get them to say sorry and
Yeah, just, stop. I don't know. At least cut down the robberies 50%, you know. You're killing me here.
yes, quite understandable. All right, well, I'm sure we can
This is something.
come to some sort of
Like, anything I can bring to the city leaders and just say, like, hey, we did it.
all right, yes, we'll see what we can do.
It's stupidly up to interpretation, if you ask me.
What's the actual wording on the bit of paper?
It just says like, in paraphrasing, like, do
Yeah.
something about the robberies.
Oh my god, amazing.
Like,
You know what?
Like, it's literally like very, very weirdly written. It's like there seems to be someone new running the sea legs from the old docks. They've been moving their operations into the manors. Contact whoever's, see if you can contact whoever's running it. Try to make them stop, calm down. It's or else we will have to rouse forces and raid the entire district.
I hear a raid coming on.
No, I hear a very, very sneakily written contract. Done.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna be great. Just pure
Forgery.
stealth.
I think.
So
yes.
you interested?
Sure. Yes. Why not? This doesn't sound like it's going to come to blows or anything like that. I wouldn't think.
Doesn't have to if you're smart. And you said you were a double wizard.
That's correct. Yes.
Is that everything that's double?
I believe so.
Uh,
There's
Okay.
just the two
Just
Zs.
checking.
I don't think I have two.
I might have a potion for that. You know, if you need it.
For the no, I like the two Zs. It's. I think if I was to remove one, you know, and I would lower my stature, you know, and you know,
Oh.
we're not going to do that.
Yeah, we don't want to make anything smaller.
No, exactly. All right then. Good day. Tips that.
Good day. You know where I am.
Yes, well, I'll definitely come back and check in with you. Oh, also, because you
Yes?
wanted to know about the the results of the seasickness potion once we leave. I don't have any feather tokens myself, but if you perhaps write your name in this book, I can at least tell you the results.
Huh? You
oh my
want?
god, he just asked for her number?
You want me to sign your book? Your spell book? I know how important spell books are for wizards.
Yes, well, in this case, it's just I have a slightly different method of messaging, which just requires someone's name in the
does
book.
this mean the goblins in the book, but Arthur isn't?
Yeah,
Oh my god, one of us has to get kicked out too, because he can't
Wait,
even talk
yeah,
to them when he
that's
needs
right. I
help.
have to rub out a name.
Oh, who are you gonna rub out?
Yeah, you can rub out Nana. She understands.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. I'll
it
grab my good
probably
ink.
it'd probably rub out
Good
Nana
ink.
because Nana's the least likely to get into trouble.
Hang on. Arthur's the most likely to get into trouble.
Yeah,
That's
that's also why your name's not on there. Because we've removed the outliers and just like the moderate troublemakers in the
God.
middle.
I feel like Gerald just wants to keep an eye on Rudy at this point. So
Bimber gets what's this almost like iridescent blue ink and an incredibly like sparkly
Incredibly?
white, incredibly sparkly white feather like quill pen, and writes in immaculate cursive, Bimber Goblin.
Oh, the second name's Goblin. That's
so
fantastic.
now your next line has to be, so is there a Mr. Goblin?
I don't even have to change my notes. It's just Bimber Goblin. All right. Well, thank you. I'll message you when I find out what happens.
Anytime.
With your. Okay. Thank you. Very very kind. I'm sure we'll.
Thank you.
Hopefully I'll be back with this contract well in hand.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Oh, thank you, Bimber. That's very kind. Anyway, Toodaloo. out to the, goes out the door.
Gerald has no
And
fucking
you just,
idea.
as you're leaving, you just hear like some sort of scampering and breaking of glass, and you hear, "You're breaking your little shit!"
Gerald doubles the pace.
If you look back over your shoulder, you see like Bimber is climbing on the wall, like chasing this thing.
It was like a bug net or something.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I'll quickly I'll quickly write in the book to Rudy and dear Rudy, this is Gerald, your wizard. I've finished up at the Midnight Suns. Whereabouts are you? I will come and meet you.
All right.
I
so
didn't count
Rudy's-
that. That might be too many words.
But you do get the first part. Gerald's done with his business.
Yeah. So at this point, let's assume we're at the. Let's assume we're finishing up at the Tassel place.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like you're all about done. Unless you had something more than what you've mentioned. that you
Rudy
wanted
had
to do.
something he wanted to do.
Mhm.
So but
Feel free.
yeah. So
No, we can do that.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
reply to Gerald after this.
Well, that could have happened before the message came
Yeah.
through, depending on.
Yeah,
what it is
that's
you're
what we're
doing.
saying. We'll do Rudy's scene and we'll end it with the message coming through.
Sweet. So Rudy's looking for a store. He's sort of like every time like the sort of himself, Arthur and Nana like pass like an alleyway or something. He's sort of looking down. He's looking for a store that's like a shop that's selling like not like illegal goods, but like goods that don't really get sold like on the open, like the streets and everything. He's looking for something that deals with like charms, like bone charms and stuff like that. And
Make
like,
an investigation check.
Cool. Excellent. Investigation.
Trying to find the
Natural 20.
Natural
Damn.
20. You walk along. You keep your eyes and ears open. You look through the stores. You listen for people talking, and you do get one segment that you hear. You overhear. You can't tell who's saying it because there's like a crowd of people. You're walking past an alley. You just pick up someone says, "No, mate, you ain't gonna find anything like that here. You gotta go to the old docks where they got the good stuff." And you get the sense, like, also having walked through here, you get the sense that, like, if you want, like, you realize there's no magical items anywhere is one thing that you realize. Nothing at all, just mundane, like, mundane is the wrong word, but just, like, non-magical crafting is happening here. Like, artisans of all kinds, but you see no enchanter, no magic stuff, nothing at all. But you do hear someone just over, like, as you're walking by, someone says that, like, you gotta go to the old docks.
And
You
the
want
old docks.
good stuff.
Cool. So that's like down the elevator and everything like that, yeah?
Down the elevator, past the manors, the fancy
Okay.
district, and then on the other side.
Okay, alright. Okay, so let's... Alright. So if the shopping's done and Rudy's sort of heard that, he'd know that he would have to head that way. So now we'll reply to Gerald's message now, and sort of geez, that's gonna take
Yeah, you
time.
get the message as you're walking through. You're thinking you heard this maybe a few minutes ago, and you're racking your brains like the old docks. Like, right, that was there, and as you're like making a mental map of the city from what you know, you get the message from Gerald.
It's like, oh, Gerald, interrupting, never mind. This is actually written in the book, by the way.
Gerald interrupting.
Yeah, that's what Rudy thinks as the message comes through, so that obviously gets written. Yes, Arthur and Nana done shopping. Meet back at hotel. Or inn, sorry. Meet back at inn.
All right. Let's see. Does it come up in the book? All right. Heads back to the inn.
It's like, Arthur, Nana, Gerald just contacted me. He said something about everything all good, and that I said we'll meet him back at the inn.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, let's do that. I think somebody needs a nap.
So you.
Oh,
you
no,
go
no, I
back-
do need a nap. Thank you.
Oh, yes,
I was
that's
gonna
exactly
say-
what I meant.
Those bags under your eyes, Arthur, they're looking mighty profound.
Look, to be honest, I just haven't been sleeping like I have been on the boat. I don't know what's the go.
Well, you slept like the dead on the boat.
Nice.
Like-
Rudy winks at the camera.
Breaks the fourth wall.
But you all meet up back at the inn. You're in the lounge. You realize you still have the picnic basket. So the rest of you, you're sitting in the lounge. You're snacking on the sandwiches that you got, drinking the cider, and walking by every now and then, like cleaning, doing like turnover. You see Enda, the half-orc younger ladies, just walking around, doing some light cleaning, airing out sheets. Seems to be doing a fair bit of laundry today, walking in and out a lot. And eventually, Gerald returns.
Cool. Do I get there before everyone else or after?
Just slightly after.
Okay. Hello. So, you all got everything you needed?
I mean, Arthur and Nana definitely picked up a few. I mean, look at this little guy go. Points to the twig light.
All
Yes,
right.
yes,
Well,
many tassels, yes.
Yeah,
Better than-
my finger's still a little purple. Nana,
you know, that's fine. Better tassels than knives.
although I must
Blood
say,
looks up.
what I was looking for, I didn't quite see any of it. Although I was keeping an ear to the ground for rumors. I think I might need to pop round to the old docks at some point soon.
Well,
Wonderful idea. I'll
funny
come
you should
with
say
you.
that.
Oh, yes, Gerald.
Because I inquired into some short work that we might be able to do potentially, just to pick up a little extra coin for the journey. And it turns out that a local gang of ruffians have been doing a bit more robbing than the town necessarily approves of, particularly of the wealthy folk. And so essentially they'd
You
like
said only a little bit of coin though for dealing with that.
yes.
Yeah, Gerald, this
Oh,
seems
yeah,
very
well,
ambiguous. What specifically?
I
did it
haven't
say?
finished telling you anything yet.
I don't know, they're just robbing the wealthy.
Hold
folk.
your horses. Anyway,
Maybe it's Robin Hood. I mean,
anyway, basically, the job is, if we are able to, or if we have time, to simply go down to the old docks where the Sea Legs, which is the name of the gang, operates out of, and just have a chat to their leader, and try to get them to tone it down at least. Because the crown doesn't particularly like it, and the guards don't really want to commit to a raid, but they're going to be forced to if they continue to hassle the upper crust, as it were.
The guards are on the payroll of the gang, I see.
so
I don't know if they're on the payroll. That wasn't necessarily mentioned, but it's
Obvious. It's how all these cities work.
oh, probably, but
so Gerald, let me get this straight. We have to go to a crime lord and ask him
Well,
to
they're just a
stop
bunch of-
committing crime.
it's just a small gang of robbers. I'm led to believe.
Yes, a small gang of robbers who are invading the most heavily defended, finest part of the city.
We don't know how well defended it is.
crime lord
I mean, the guards don't want to do anything about it, obviously. So why would they be?
Oh, boys, I have an
Bothering.
idea. Now you said that we just need to ask them to stop. So
That's
what
right,
I'll
yes.
do is I'll make my famous cookies, and we'll have a sit down and we'll talk it out. How does that sound?
That would be great. This contract is so ambiguous. I'm sure we could get away with very little actual danger on our part.
How much are
Just
we
give me
actually going to
a
get
couple
paid for?
hours here, and I'll whip them right up. And
I
then
mean, this seems a little. I mean, if it really is just a bit of chatting, I mean, yeah, Gerald, go do it. I mean, yeah, I'm assuming they're only going to pay us like a couple of gold. So I mean, like, yeah, off you go, Gerald.
Well, it should be
Get
easy
them and
money,
make those
I
cookies.
believe. Yeah, I mean,
Sorry?
it should be pretty easy money if you all want to get in on it. You're welcome to.
I mean, I suppose I'm going to head to the old docks anyway.
Can I see the contract at all?
No, sure, if you like, yes.
Does it
And-
say 50 platinum on it?
Yeah, that's what I was
It
about
does.
to ask.
It would. There's like a bunch of numbers that have been like
Crossed out.
over.
Arthur does that.
But you can
No,
also
no,
see.
no,
But
no,
you can
no.
also see that every number, every time it's been crossed out, it's got a stamp on it.
Ah.
You're right. So Arthur does the
Arthur, that's a weird noise. Is your brain melted again?
he just hands it to you.
Yep, sorry, yep, ambiguous as fuck. Yep.
You're all right.
Now you're making the weird noises.
Oh, shut up, Arthur. Gerald, this 50 platinum. This doesn't seem.
Wait, not so loud.
It's a well-paying contract. The problem is that no one's wanted to bother with it, and so the price, as you can see, has just been hiked up over time. I feel like this.
Gerald, what do these stamps mean?
The stamps means it's guild authorized. This is the guild stamp. You know, the guild that we're in, Arthur. This is their stamp.
Well, I am the leader. I would know that.
Of course, I'm sure this was a test.
Whatever you say, Arthur. Gerald, you don't think this is a little bit suspicious? I know they're saying they just don't want to deal with it, but I don't think it's just a sit down and talk situation.
Rudy, it can't be worse than an army of undead. I'm feeling good about this one for once.
I mean,
It
know
it
what?
seems like we
You're not
don't
wrong.
have to fight
Rudy,
anything
Rudy,
that wants
you're
to
not
kill
wrong.
us. We just have to have a chat.
To be honest, Rudy,
We've got cookies.
of all the adventures we've been through, it's
One.
been us. Well, shut up. It's been us sort of taking the helm as such, and Gerald's sort of been like, but he seems actually excited about this. Why don't we let him take the lead?
Also, I don't have
And
any
walk
money,
away.
so I kind of need a bit of.
oh, Gerald, this, and Rudy, like, rolls it up and is like, this makes so much sense now. Yeah, so- All right, Gerald, we will go talk to the big
It
bad
certainly
boogeyman man
seems-
for you to get your pocket
Look,
money.
it certainly seems safer than some unknown dragon-related shenanigans in a bay
we'll do
where
that
everyone
tomorrow.
dies.
When Goose is up, we'll do that tomorrow.
Oh,
Don't
must we though?
Oh, of course. I'm gonna go get my weapons for the sit down and talk, and yeah, we'll be good.
It's just some robbers. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Nana, you might want to put little one for a nap.
Nana's feeding kitties.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nana is putting the little one.
Your
for a nap.
Nana's actually just out in the street feeding stray cats at the moment. Yeah.
Yes.
For clarification, she's
on
feeding
brand.
the stray cats, not feeding the stray cats to the twig blight. Okay, that's clarification.
Nana's making cookies. Don't be ridiculous.
It only likes eggs.
That's right.
This is true.
Yeah.
Um,
So you gather your things, you make a little bit of plan. Nana borrows Mom Millie's kitchen, and you have a moment of like trading like pastry recipes, and
my
you
God,
get to borrow the
that's
kitchen, whip up some cookies, and you walk away with the raspberry blueberry muffins recipe that you had in your picnic basket.
Oh, yes. Shit, I should be making like a Nana recipe book that she has. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's
Oh my
future
God.
future content. We'll make an actual Nana's cookbook.
Yeah.
Yes.
My God.
So I
That'd
just
be
picture sort of Arthur and Rudy going to get this stuff on, like Arthur's putting the dagger into his boot and Rudy's grabbing their stuff and the club, and like the last final thing, Arthur is just got his staff of flowers and tap it on the ground as they stand next
It's
to each
the
other.
suit
and
up.
clink.
Yes, it's the suit up montage.
Yeah,
And then you've got like Nana's like stowing cookies.
yes, yes.
Amazing.
Yeah,
the glove
arrows in
down,
the
just-
quiver, glove goes down, cookies in the holster, hat adjusts.
Stuff goes down.
Flowers.
Flowers pop up. End the montage.
Break.
And then
just-
we just
yeah, I
turn
just-
to Goose, and Goose is like preening himself. Like,
Is it fun?
They call themselves Guardians of the West. What a bunch of a-holes.
Oh my god. I even have a tiny Groot. Yes.
Oh my god, you do too.
Tiny Groot.
Holy shit. Are we actually the Guardians of the West? Is that?
Is that gonna be the party name?
Dramonia, Guardians of the West.
of like
Guardians
like
of Dramonia?
Wild West. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of the Wild West. So like, I'm not a
Guardians
Guardians
of
of Dramonia.
Dramonia.
yeah Guardians of Dramonia.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wait, can
All right.
Rudy make like the pistol sort of shape with his glove, like like Charlie's Angel
Definitely.
style? Excellent.
Definitely.
Okay.
Ali, I'm just hoping I'm Chris Pratt because like my first name's Chris, so I'm all up for that.
Yeah,
Fun.
yeah, I think you're definitely the Chris Pratt.
Go for it. Do it.
Star
Also
Wars.
lowest intelligence. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Plus, I'm like one sandwich of being away from being fat too. So, you know.
Anywho, let's not fat shame Chris Pratt like that. What are you doing?
He's the one that made the joke.
He's a
Wasn't
How
he?
dare you?
he's a beautiful
But-
boy.
You pack your stuff, you get ready. It's currently just midday. It's just past noon when you're ready to head off.
All right. Well,
You walk through the district, you get to the lifts that go down. And they seem to run every like 15-20 minutes or something. Because it has to go down, it has to get loaded, it gets back up. It still takes a good while.
Gerald,
And-
you said we needed to go to the old docks, didn't you?
yes, correct.
I know where they are.
Oh, good. Well, that'll
The
make this
guards were
easier.
telling me I wasn't supposed to be in a place, and they said the old docks is in that way. But in that way, we need to go past a house that really doesn't like.
Well, he said he didn't care, so
Okay, if he doesn't care, let's keep going then.
That is.
Yeah, so you go down, you walk along along the water side, and you get to where you could keep following the curve of the city along the water, or you could head into the Manors district. And I want to point out, it's not Manor. The district isn't called Manor as in a house, as in manners, as in you have good manners, you have bad manners. It's
oh, okay, interesting.
like behave manners.
Arthur wants Scooter in the middle.
Now, well, Rudy, it's like,
Hey,
well, we
if-
could just keep going around and we would eventually get there. There's no need to go through the Manor District.
Well, would it not be quicker?
It'd be far quicker. Come on, Rudy. You said you didn't care.
Fine.
If it's
just-
really not a big deal, I mean, you're a grown
It's not a
man.
big deal. It's not about that.
Stand up to your
Oh, can we just go,
Father.
please, Gerald? Please don't.
We're here for you, Rudy.
You're walking through the
No, I don't
district,
think you are.
and you keep walking, and Arthur, you know the house is coming up, and you keep walking. And as you're coming up near the house, the gate opens, and stepping out, you see the masked figure with a hood up. You just see the mask like walk through the gate, close it behind them. They just look at you, and they start heading towards the Waveside district.
Arthur sort of slowly. That was
You
him.
want what?
That was him. Guys.
No,
Hmm?
Arthur.
What are you
Arthur,
talking
what
about,
are you
Arthur?
doing? Let's just keep going.
No.
Stop making a scene, Arthur. Come on.
Yes, come on. He doesn't want to interact. It's just. Also, that mask
Okay.
person gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You didn't look
Yeah,
anyone.
and it was
Everything
only
gives you
only
the
the masked
heebie-jeebies.
person. At this time, it was only the masked
Yeah.
person.
Remember, it's not the
Oh,
last person
okay.
Rudy
Daddy
has
wasn't
beef
there.
with.
Daddy wasn't there. It was just
It's the other person.
the mask.
Arthur assumed she had got beef with anyone. Okay, let's keep going.
You keep walking, and eventually you get to a part where it's like empty lots, Like the houses start looking, they still look. You have these big mansions, manors, tall buildings, houses, this gated community. And eventually you get to what looks to be a park. And as you're walking through the park, you realize it definitely transitions over to very like neglected. And you get to a part where the houses are a lot less cared for. There's still people walking around and they're all shooting looks at you. And as you're walking through, the houses look run down. You've got the barred windows. You've got like painted over windows as well in some points. You got doors that looks like they've been reinforced. Broken houses.
Ooh.
There's a point where you walk by a group of people, and you walk by, they're heading past, they look at you, they seem to be whispering and looking towards you. And Arthur and Rudy, you realize when you come to the next group of people, two of them look identical to the ones you just passed by. But they're just walking by, these ones don't seem to care. And as you walk to the third group, again, it looks like, is that the same person the third time? But doesn't seem to be care about like you. It seems to be busy playing like what seems some sort of board game out on the street near a small salon style building. But
Gerald, I swear I've just seen like the same person like 3 times.
Oh.
Yeah, Arthur, unfortunately, is correct in this instance. I've also noticed we either are being tracked by a couple of people and they're getting ahead of us and no shortcuts that we do not, or there are several sets of triplets.
Well, I don't think it's the second one, really, to be honest.
Oh, several sets of triples are very rare, and we should definitely keep that as an option because that would be very interesting.
Could you?
Gerald, not very often I tell you to do magical things, but
Yes.
it might be time for some detect magic, I say.
Oh, well, yes, I certainly could if you've got 11 minutes.
11 minutes, Gerald. It seems like you could do it in seconds.
No, Rudy can do it in seconds. It takes me.
I can.
It takes me a little time. It's a spell I've only ever prepared as a ritual.
Oh, well then, Rudy, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Rudy casts detect magic.
nothing.
Ah, there we go. So we are definitely being tracked
All
by
right.
non-magical means.
And as you keep walking, you see another person that you've seen before. None of these three, but another person that you've definitely seen before, just walking like across the street. Looks towards you, just gives like a wave, keeps walking.
Nana waves back.
Am I noticing this as well at this point? And now that I'm
Yeah,
sort
now
of
that
like,
you've been made aware,
Yeah.
you're like, wait, yeah, hold on.
what is going on here? This is quite odd.
Yeah, and as you've been staying to the big streets, and as you look down the alleys, there's like definitely strange people like hanging out in the alleyways. It's even though it's midday, you can see like people are loitering a lot. You see, compared to the other parts of the city, you see a lot of like unsheathed weapons.
Mhm.
Or like you walk by and down one street, there's like a full-on brawl going on. Like two people just throwing hands, 8 standing around cheering on, making bets.
Rudy's still keeping an eye out for that location he's looking for. Just
well,
as a general.
Arthur's gonna sort of probably Rudy would know this, but Arthur's now walking pretty close to him as we get closer and closer to like the danger, dodgiest part of town.
Yeah, like at the start, like at the outskirts of this area, Gerald was sort of like, very, oddly upbeat about this mission, and the deeper into the seedy violence that seems to actually be this area gets, it's just like slowly getting more and more worried that maybe this wasn't a great idea.
Eventually
Nana
you
ain't
find
scared.
She's never scared.
Yeah.
And as you're walking down this main street, you eventually come upon a larger building that has a sign hanging out. It is only hanging on one chain, and then looks to be like a rope that has been used to just hold it up. And on the plaque, gotta click the plaque. You see what
This
looks
plot
to be
does not yet ready for purchase.
a really like malnourished dog. Like the picture of a really malnourished dog.
Yeah.
Oh, non-actual.
And underneath you see like written like very, very abruptly, you hear a donkey. And then you,
I hear a donkey somewhere.
and you see written, it says the scurvy mongrel.
All right. Shall we? I think let's nip in here, and we'll
And
ask.
have our chat, Gerald.
We'll ask about. I mean, surely a place like this would know who's running the show.
Oh, Gerald, never judge a shop by its cover. They could have fantastic things in here.
You know,
And as Nana says that, someone is just like
throwing out.
You can hear, as the door opens, you can hear music, like really bad, erratic music, like a band people that never played together are trying to jam.
Oh my god.
And you see someone get thrown out, like into the mud, like the cobblestones, like almost smashing their like face. You see like one or two teeth fly out, and the person just lies there. And you see this like very typical like Western bartender outfit, tall, muscular, broad-shouldered, these like large like saucer with tips ears, dark blue skin, and this one scar that like just goes down one of the eyes and like opens up the mouth so you can see the cheeks. You see a hobgoblin that says, "And never come back," and just walks back in.
Arthur slaps Gerald's back and goes, "Well, you wanted to do it. You first."
Oh,
If you didn't, Rudy was about to.
oh no, surely you. I mean, after you.
Arthur's out pushing you.
Just-
Nana,
shoves
Nana
me through
pushes
the-
her way in. Wait, Nana heals. Hold up. Poor potentially dead dude. Real quick. Gives
Yeah,
him a
and you
cookie.
see, yeah, this person's just lying there like,
I don't know what you did, and I'm not sure if you deserved it, but I can offer you a cookie anyway. All right, boys, let's go.
I deserved
She
it.
walks right in.
I deserved it. Amazing.
There. Now eat this cookie and think about what you did.
just lies there, doesn't make any effort to get up, but definitely like grabs the cookie and moves it closer to the mouth.
Oh my god! Could you make goodberry cookies? That'd be amazing.
Oh my god.
We'll talk
I don't
about
think I
that
have
later.
any good berries at the moment, but yeah, I bet I could.
Later on.
So we'll. Joel sort of like. It's like he goes like, "All right, I'll head in first," but is not actually taking active steps. He's just kind of like at an angle, sliding in the door as the party pushes behind him.
Do we use Gerald as the battering ram? To
Yeah. And,
Yeah, as you come in, you got this erratic music going. It's really, really bad. And you see as you look over, the people who are actually playing, they look like they don't want to be here. They look terrified. But they're playing
like
anyway.
So I'll
And-
approach the bartender.
Yeah, and as you walk up, you see like walking around the bar and now like standing up behind it, you see this hobgoblin is now like getting comfy behind the bar again, talking to someone as he walks up, starts pouring a drink, gives it. You see someone who's got like holding a piece of meat to their face as you walk up, and you hear the bartender go, "Yeah, you'll never see him again." Just puts the tanker down.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Quite the place you have here. I won't take much of your time. We're here trying to have a chat to whoever's running the sea legs these days. Do you know who that would be?
And there's a definite like screech of music if you say that. Like, the whole establishment, everyone just looks towards the group, and then you just hear someone go like.
Gerald doesn't understand what they're laughing about, but he sort of like nervously joins, like, yes, all right. Yes, just a quick
You
chat.
sure?
Oh yes, it's nothing violent. We're just here to have a quick word to them about some business that's
I
going
brought
on.
cookies.
Nana brought cookies. Yes.
There's one person who says, I could go for a cookie. Someone's sitting over in a corner like.
Arthur's sort of taken like a couple of side steps away from the group just for like.
Yeah, you see, as you've mentioned this, Arthur, you realize that people are now more on edge. People were previously drinking, talking. A lot of people were playing dice or cards. Someone was like sitting, harassing the musicians by throwing like pits at them while they were playing. But now everyone's like, they try to get back to what they were doing, but they're definitely listening.
Gerald, we need to leave. We are not safe here. I don't think.
We're not safe anywhere, Arthur. Believe me.
No. You know, old mate, teeth bucked out at the front there.
Arthur, it's not good to whisper in front of.
We're not,
in front of
Arthur. It's fine. We're not here to fight.
Yes.
We're just here to talk.
All right. Arthur's now gonna sort of walk us back to the back of the group and look at an entry.
So you're serious then?
No, I'm Gerald.
Oh, Jesus.
And you just like, there's a moment. Funny guy. And you see like the scar stretches and like the side, the cheek that's open just widens.
Oh, got a bit
Rudy
of,
leans in and goes, he does magic tricks too, if you ask him nice.
I mean,
Show me a
that's...
trick, magic man.
I sort of looks to Rudy and back to the like put on the spot. Sure.
It's a joke. Please don't.
Oh.
And then turns over towards someone who's standing in the corner, like to the bar on the left side. There is a door. There's also one on the right behind the bartender. But to the left, there's someone standing by a door, and the bartender looks over and gives like a nod. The person knocks on the door. It opens slightly. There's a hushed conversation going on, and the person holds up. Bartender says, 2 gold for a conversation.
Arthur steps forward and put 2 gold straight on the table in dominance. That is no problem at all.
Just
look who finally grew a spine.
Shut up, Rudy.
There's like the classic, like the bartender takes like a cloth, wipes down the bar, and as like moves over the pieces of gold, and they disappear. Head on in.
Thank
you see, as you look over, the door is now open.
All right. Shall we?
Let's.
Yeah. And you walk. The person who was standing out the door is a human-looking, rather gangly, got like sinewy arms, lots of scars, and one small tattoo with just a heart. And it looks like once it had a name, but it's been like cut off with a knife. There's just like scar tissue now.
Oof.
Hey, freak.
And you walk in and you get to one room. You get to one room where there's like one table, and there's a few people sitting around it, like having drinks. And in here you can see, like, they are packed. There's like along one wall you can see like crossbows and swords and mauls and like lean against the wall.
We might need those
You see, yeah, and you see like among this group, you see one gray-skinned, like almost 7 feet tall, way taller than Goose, is just sitting at this table dealing out cards. And the rest of them, you see like a dwarf, you see what looks to be some really pale-skinned person, and as they look over, you can see their face. They've got no nose. Their eyes are just like big black circles, and their mouth is also circular, and this long tongue just shoots out.
Like a friggin' method.
And
Heard
then
that cuddly.
the larger fella who most of you, but like at least Rudy and Nana would recognize this as a Goliath.
Oh, yep.
A Goliath.
Like our
Yes.
captain before in the little boat. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this one is much bigger, like
Oh.
comparatively.
We had a mini Goliath last time.
Yeah.
Apparently.
we had a regular-sized man who was also a Goliath in terms of race.
This one's
I
a Goliath
see.
Goliath.
This was a real Goliath.
Goliath squared.
Yeah, and he gives you like a sideways nod to pretty much like keep walking, and you see another door at the other end of this room.
Doorception too.
Yeah, and as you're walking by, you also see you walk by, coming out of that room as you're heading in, coming out, and then closing the door behind. You see a gnome, a pale gnome with like really pale skin and these big white eyes, and it's just walking. Has also very much like a bartender look, like the almost a penguin suit kind of tuxedo, and is holding a platter and just has this deadpan look in their face. And Nana would realize this is a bleachling, someone who went all the way.
Ooh.
And it's just walking slowly, like mouth ajar, eyes just unfocused, walking around with this platter, and like starts like taking tankards.
Is this person? Do they like at a certain point? Do they respond to conversation anymore, or just not really? Kind of.
They are completely, what's it called? Like apathetic. They have no emotions, no real thoughts. They just exist.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wow.
All right. Well, Nana knows it won't.
It's
really
like if anyone's seen Dark Crystal, it's what happens to the people who get like Dark Crystal.
Ooh, that's not great.
Yeah, it's a shitty
yeah.
thing. Nana knows it's not gonna do anything, but just to make herself feel better, she is gonna put a cookie on the tray as well.
Aw.
There's no intelligible reaction, but you put a cookie.
Yeah,
in.
yeah. She knows. She knows. It's not really gonna. It's more for her.
Yeah,
than
there is like a sign of recognition from one of the people around the table that give you like almost like an understanding nod, and as you look over, you see someone tries to go for the cookie, and that person just slaps their hand.
Yeah. Yeah, you fucking better not.
Nice. Respect.
Yeah, you head
That's
over
overhead.
into a room that's well lit, and you walk in, and it smells of sickly sweet tobacco. And you see like sitting down, feet on a desk, this really large-looking desk, almost like ostentatiously. It's a bit much considering the rest of everything.
Love that.
And you see this person who's holding something in front of their face as you enter. Looks to be some sort of hand mirror, and just like you can't see quite their face. And as you all walk in, you hear a voice that says, "Close the door, would you?" Thank you. Now, I hear you all would like a conversation, and considering your allegiance, I think know what this is about. But please have a seat.
Oh,
And
thank
the
you.
person takes their feet down, puts the mirror down, like mirror-sided down, braids their fingers, intertwines them,
Gerald
and you
takes a
see,
seat.
yeah, you see this dark, really dark red skin wearing these black leathers, and you can see this, this leather clothing, and also wearing, on top of it, this. At first you couldn't tell because it was like shimmering color, but it looks to be some sort of scale mail. But all the scales, they are shimmering, like going from orange to blacks.
Cool.
Okay, they have some style.
Arthur's going to
Respect
pull out
that.
the seat for Nana and, be a gentleman that way.
Aw.
Yeah. And
And,
you see there's short black hair that's like just been put backwards ever so slightly. And you see two small horns on the forehead just by the hairline.
Ooh.
Cool.
Ooh.
Yes. Well, you're quite astute. We are indeed from the Midnight Suns.
But we don't have to be.
Arthur,
it's not
please.
nice to stare when we first meet someone. Oh, well, let's start off on the right foot, shall we? Thank you, Arthur, for the chair. We've brought cookies so that you know we come in peace.
Oh, and Coco. And got Coco.
Goat
An
coat.
excellent addition.
Coco. Yes. Well,
You came to my establishment. You wanted to speak to me personally.
correct.
I assume you at least know something of what I do for living, and you brought
Yes.
hot cocoa and cookies.
Oh, I didn't personally. This was their decision, which I will just distance myself from slightly. But I will say that they are delicious, and you'd be remiss to not try one at least. But that's up to you, of course.
Fair enough.
I'm led to believe you're the leader of the Sea Legs. Would that be accurate?
That would be correct. My name is Logahin.
Logahin. Okay.
Arthur's pouring the hot cocoa.
I'm Gerald.
And you all are Gerald, thank you. I believe introductions are proper manners. And just looks at all the
Yes, we
rest
have,
of you.
Arthur, Rudy, and
Arthur stands
Nana.
up to shake their hand.
Yeah, you get like no inclination to shake it. Just looks at your hand, looks up at you.
Then, since that, Arthur just sort of moves the cup of cocoa over towards and sits back down.
So, essentially, you probably have a pretty good idea what this is about. Essentially,
I don't like long sentences, Gerald.
good. Then we'll make this quick. Essentially, they're kind of sick of you lot sort of raising the stakes of your game, as it were, with the upper crust. And they don't particularly want to necessarily have to deal with it themselves, hence why we're here. However, the problem is that eventually, if there's enough ruckus in the higher end, which you're kind of making apparently at the moment, they will have to actually solve this in a raid of some sort in the district, and no one wants that. So we're here really just to get some sort of assurance that you can maybe tone things down somewhat, so that there's
just so
less
you can
complaints
protect
at the upper end. You know how it is?
Oh, I mean, I would, but how would I pay my poor staff?
Well, can you pay your staff if you get raided?
Yeah, it would be a bit tricky paying your staff if everyone's assaulted by guards, like in masse, you know.
I mean, less stuff to pay.
Well, I guess look, that is one way to look at it. Honestly, it's. I mean, we're with the guild. We have no skin in this game. We're
And
simply.
yet you came.
Oh
Gerald,
yes, because that's our job.
Gerald, I've got an idea.
Not now, Arthur.
Well, how much do you pay your staff, say, a month? If you were to add all of them all up in a month, how much would you pay them?
1,000 pieces of gold.
1,000 pieces of gold. All right, now,
That's an
DM,
expensive operation.
just quickly, what is 1 platinum?
10 gold.
10.
Fuck.
No, wait. How much do we get? What is it? 25?
No, 50
so it's
platinum. It's
500.
500
It's
gold
not-
worth.
this-
That was a good idea.
It was my idea to then, give some reward.
No, that was good.
Yeah,
I
no,
like that idea.
I
Dang.
immediately knew where you were going with that, but no.
But we can't really whisper amongst ourselves in a conversation, though.
Yeah, no.
It's just-
I'm assuming that's out of character to ask how much a platinum's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's
we
why
have
I
to
quickly.
Josie.
Yeah.
I
So,
quickly and quick.
so
Yeah.
back in the actual game. Well, like I said, we're with the Midnight Suns. They're paying us to do this job because essentially the guards don't want to, and they don't want to go through the hassle of dealing with you lot, as you can probably understand.
Well, to me, it sounds like I have free reign then.
You would think that, but the fact that we're here says that you in fact do not. Because essentially the message is you either tone it down and everyone gets along in some fashion, or the upper crust gets really uppity and you'll have a large-scale raid on your hands. The choice is yours. We're simply providing you the message, as it were, in a way.
Or we could put it as like
I
this.
see.
We could put it like this. What would it take for you to dial down your operations?
Let me dial down.
Because the message is not necessarily just to stop, because it's, you know, basically they just want the easy way out of the problem, because everyone's complaining because, you know, you've kicked it up quite a notch or two or three perhaps. And really they're just like, they'd prefer the status quo and for it to not be so many notches, if you gather my meaning.
I gather.
You're making too many waves, you know. That's basically it.
I don't think I care, if I'm honest. I don't see how any of this falls back on me. I have plenty of fallbacks should anything bad happen. This is...
I don't...
You
well,
see...
raids aren't good for business, though. Logahin? What Logahin was it?
Logahin.
Logahin. Yes.
Gerald, I know what I do for a living, and I know I could do it from essentially anywhere. If
Maybe it's
there's
time for a
even
change
the
in the
smell
scenery.
of a raid. Oh, change of scenery? Fair. I guess I could go somewhere else if I wanted to, but you know, I like the seaside.
Well, they're going to shift you on anyway. That's the point. You might as well leave before the raid.
Nogahin, may I ask a question? And Nana takes a cookie too and takes a small bite, so we all know they're not freaking poisoned. Here.
Oh, Rudy's been chowing down this whole time. He's been loving
good.
it.
You,
Yeah.
she's like slapping her hand away. She's like, leave some for him. I obviously we went through the upper neighborhoods to come to this place, and I obviously couldn't help but notice that there is quite the disparity, and I would like to know, are these raids to help the neighborhood? Because I can understand that.
I don't think that's their bag, Nana.
I just want to know. Just tell it
You're
to
all
me straight.
obviously outsiders. You're all obviously not locals. But you see, we recently had an upswing in population here in the city, and well, the city decided it did not want an upswing in population, and we had to take them in. Hence, more mouths to feed, more money necessary.
Sure.
That makes sense, and hence the raids. The
Yes.
So
upswing
if
in
they
raids.
raid us, they do it not for the city. They do it simply to chase off those that they feel should not be here. And all things considered, I feel like these people have just as much right to be here.
I'm
see,
sure they
That
do.
is very frustrating.
I don't think that necessarily means that it's required for your gang to repeatedly heist the mansions around there. Surely,
Like they're really gonna miss that much, Gerald.
Nana, we've got a job to do here. Well, let's just get
Well,
it
if
done.
you really want to know, we only actually go for the empty houses. Quite a lot of them are just not in use. So it's...
For the
I don't
empty
know.
houses?
I just feel like it's
then
a bit
who-
of a sticky mess, even with the city.
Who
And
would
all
be
things
complaining then if they're
considered...
empty?
Well, the city complains. That's the thing. Let me put it in small words. It all comes down to the city not liking the people that we've got living here. I'm sure you've seen people with similar guys as you walk through our fair part of town.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we did notice a few repeating faces.
Yes, and let's just say people who can take on different appearances are not well liked in high society.
Sure.
That's my point.
My point is they're going to come and kill you all, unless
No,
you just
they're
chill
not.
a little bit.
Because, and he stands up. You start like walking back and forth. Because you see, the city is essentially my pocket already. And the raid is not going to happen because, well, the guards are in my pocket, essentially. And the guild is in my pocket, essentially. Because you see, fear is quite a powerful encouragement, a motivator, incentivize.
I am well aware.
when you come from a lineage such as I do, it is quite easy to simply, with a snap of my finger, and he snapped his finger, I could just have someone killed.
Sure, but you see, we wouldn't have this contract to discuss these things with you were it not
Unless
for
I put it up.
Are you saying that you put a contract on yourself?
Yes, and I'm afraid you're missing a goose.
Missing a goose?
Arthur sort of stands up now.
We
Arthur
are.
stands up and he's rubbing his chin. And he goes, look, at the end of the day, we need you just to write on this piece of paper.
No.
Just-
What
just-
do you
just-
mean
just-
about
just-
missing
just-
a
just-
goose?
Just
Hold on.
I know.
No.
Okay, just let me talk. Just,
Everyone
Arthur?
sit down again. Please, sit down.
Arthur sits back down.
You will not be harmed unless you make an effort to harm anyone in my establishment. I'm not a vilifying individual. I like doing business as business, if you'd like. And when business comes to business, I do have a proposition from above my head to let you all know that none of this was my idea, but I have to run its course. And opens a drawer and pulls out a large parchment roll. Now, I've been told to give you all an ultimatum.
But that's what we were here to give to you.
What was-
Gerald,
Gerald,
That was a
Arthur,
ruse,
it's a
Gerald.
trap, it's
That
a
was a
trap.
ruse.
keep up.
This is
Yes.
this is all very confusing. But
I'm
go,
sure he'll
go ahead.
explain it.
Yes, the way it works is that I spread the rumors of the coming raid. I paid off higher up in the city to post the bill with the guild, and I also paid off all the guild members to not grab the quest until your group arrived.
Well,
Arthur now grabs back that hot cocoa that he hasn't touched.
well, then he sort of like looks at the other party and goes, well, then I guess job done. I guess.
All right. Well, let's hear your proposal here.
Yes,
what-
you will get paid regardless. That is the truth, Gerald.
Oh, lovely. Well, then
But
it's been a pleasure.
only a living man can get paid. And just like puts the scroll of paper down and says, now you see, above my head, there's a lot of strings that are attached to me, and
Looks
they're
up
being
and-
pulled, and I don't like it.
I don't see any strings.
Gerald, it's a metaphor.
Oh, he's metaphoric.
It's metaphorical, yes.
And I've been told to ask you to, well, sign this agreement with me. Well, not with me. I will have you sign this agreement. It rolls out this large piece of paper, and it looks There's not a lot of text on it, but it looks ornate. Plenty of stamps. And Gerald, you get an icky vibe, like almost like a spark of deja vu.
Yes, okay. I'm going to read this thoroughly.
It states, upon signing this document, the signee or any signees will spend the following 7 days within the city they are currently. Upon reaching the 8th dawn, they will be free to leave.
Okay.
Now, you see, yes, my job is simply to stall you, and I was told to do it via this paper for you all to sign, or to take your lives.
Why are you stalling us?
Oh,
I don't
well,
like
you
to be
see.
tied down.
Well, you see, it's quite simple, really, because the puppeteer doesn't like being followed, doesn't like having her timetable moved around because of annoying little stains.
Well, first of all,
Well,
that's a bit
fair.
rude.
We are pretty annoying.
Well,
I
perhaps.
don't exactly like being threatened like this.
Honestly, I don't see what we have to do with anything. We're just simply part of the Midnight Suns, and we go where the contracts bid and do what we must.
I mean, you could always try to leave and see what happens. Or sign this paper and simply spend a week in town.
But what import do we possibly have on?
Oh,
anyone?
no, it's not really import. It's just someone who really likes to make sure everything is working accordingly. You're but a small, malplaced cog in the wheelwork.
I see.
And what would happen to us if we were to, say, leave town?
Well, if you sign this paper, you won't be able to.
Are you saying you're going to physically hold us here?
No.
I'm
saying it's a magical contract.
I was.
Are you not following? It seems to be that the silent one over here and the gnome, you seem to be catching what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm catching it and I'm putting it right down. I don't like this, and I don't like being told to stay put. I will say that much.
Really enjoying.
He's mostly here for the cookies. I will.
I'm loving these cookies. Absolutely
So-
loving
You can have a couple more.
The problem here is, I'm immortal, so
Arthur slaps his head.
Wait, no, you
Prevent-
don't just tell
like,
people that. That's
I'm
kind of
not
your
signing the
trick.
contract.
That's your ace in the hole.
Yeah,
Rudy.
it's
You
always
fucked
been
up.
my ace in the hole. I'm
Oh, no,
immortal.
you just said it
It's-
out loud, and
yeah,
it was going to be
it's-
like a really
it's
cool
fine,
thing
it's
later.
okay, look.
So
No,
you're-
it's okay.
So you're refusing then? You would like to
What I
mean,
leave
the
through
others-
physical means?
The others can do whatever they want.
Well, look, I said I was going to be on a boat. Perhaps we can. Perhaps we'll stay in town, but I'm not going to sign a magical piece of paper that I don't know if there's any small print. You know, my eyes are very bad. When you get to 400, you'll know. You will know. Your eyes get very bad. She goes off on a tangent about her eyes being really bad.
And I'm sorry, but I can't let you leave alive or without signing this paper. So since you seem to be very resistant, I'm afraid we're gonna have to solve this some other way. Okay?
No. There's no need.
Would you like to draw your arms or your pens?
Well,
Arthur puts his hand on his.
I'm not sure what-
short sword. Hasn't drawn it.
I'm not
He
sure
just
what
has it on
good
there.
drawing pictures of our arms is going to do, but look, we don't need to necessarily fight.
Gerald, I swear to
Yeah.
God.
Let's just, all we need perhaps is a little bit of understanding. For what reason? Give us something. What's the reason that we need to be out of the way?
Well, I don't know. I've just been told to stall you, that you are risking being a burden A
Do
monkey
you always
wrench.
just do shit when you're told? Because that seems very feeble-minded to me. I'm just going to, no offense, of course, but I'm just
When it
saying.
is my mother of a demon, I do.
Arthur stands up, pulls
does
out his
beg-
short sword,
It does beg the
and
thought
goes,
that
No, this is very interesting.
it begs the thought that, like, if someone is telling you to keep us out of the way, are we really people you want to tango with? Someone above you, someone far more powerful than you, is telling you to keep us away.
I would like everyone to roll wisdom saves.
Oh no.
17.
12.
Yep.
If
17.
Fuck yes. It is a 20. It's an
Nice.
18 plus
20.
2.
Very nice.
So there's a moment when all of a sudden Logain just looks over all of your shoulders, and like just a split second, there's like the eyes widen just for a split second, and Arthur, Rudy, Gerald, you feel just this burning dread inside you. You become paralyzed. You
Oh,
can no
shit.
longer move. You're
17 wasn't enough? Oh no.
You're just sitting there, and you just feel this overwhelming presence behind. And Nana, you sense this effect, something trying to just grab a hold of you. But you hear a whisper in your ear that says, "There's nothing to be afraid of, love." And the effect just goes away. And as you turn around, you see, only Nana sees, pale, bone-white skin, dressed in a beautiful red dress. 2 large white horns spiraling straight up.
Huh.
You see a woman standing in the door, and she just smiles at you. And that's where we're gonna stop for today.
Yeah!
Oh shit.
Fucking do it.
I have to wait 2 weeks now.
I
Yup.
mean,
Yes.
I probably should have
Fuck.
said earlier in the stream we can go the extra half an hour tonight, but that's, neither here nor there.
No,
The
that's a
cliffhangers
perfect
happen.
stopping
The
point.
cliffhangers
That's,
happen.
so,
Yeah.
that's such a cliffhanger. I love
Oh
it.
my
I also
God.
hate it, but I love it.
Yeah. And Nana would recognize this person as the woman who showed up in the ice mines.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
as soon as you said
shit,
my
yeah.
mother, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's what I figured as well. Hey.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah, my
Nana's
demon
gonna-
mother, I'm
we
like,
gonna have
fuck.
a talking to the demon mom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, what are you doing with your children? You should be a loving parent.
You know what the
Cookie
best
slap.
part about all this is going to be? This is about to go to a head, and like next session, Goose is like gonna burst through the window or something.
Look, I can't wait. Goose has just like followed us the whole way. Throws a twig blade on the one guy and just like fucking yeets us out the window. Oh my god, I'm excited.
It's like the Kool-Aid man. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, last
Ah,
man
it's
just
fun.
said Goose is gonna do a Kool-Aid man. There you go.
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I gotta like
Yeah.
I gotta like surreptitiously try and write a message to Goose in the book and be like, Goose, come to this bar in this place, and
I will say, for the purpose of rulings, you're all under the effect of the hold person spell.
okay.
This was not a fear effect, it was
Yeah.
a paralyzing effect.
Because I was just
Conditions.
looking at what I can do.
I had
Funny.
the inspiration point, and I was thinking, like, is it worth it? I'm like,
I was like,
yeah, it
17 will
probably
be
was, but too
enough,
late.
sure.
Yeah. I thought half of us would have succeeded, but no, just Nana succeeded. So there you
Nana
You're
ain't
closer.
scared of shit.
You're close.
go.
So paralyzed,
But yeah.
eh?
It was such an obvious drop. The second you said 50 platinum, like it was so fucking obvious.
I mean, that's not actually a huge bounty for a 5-person party of level 6.
Dude, here I thought we were
PCs.
gonna overthrow the bourgeoisie, but now we have to fucking fight a demon? Like, ugh. Also, so the reason that I left the twig blight behind is because Nana has been saying "eat the rich" a little bit, and she's worried that the twig blight has actually learned that and has found like that's acceptable now. And she's like, "Oh no, we don't actually eat."
Not
meat.
literally.
Oh,
I
shit.
just.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
no.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, this is fun.
Bit of a pickle, yes.
A pickle and a half.
Lemon pickle.
Mm.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So if
Well, yeah.
if there's any questions from anyone in chat or the players about anything, and I will say we get 600 experience for today.
Oh.
Does that push us over the edge, guys? Who's keeping
No. You're
Ah.
Dang it.
Acts of getting
So
paralyzed doesn't
600 was it?
I do have
600.
Mitch in my chat, new to building characters in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, hi.
They've gone to build a rogue. Any
Oh, yeah.
suggestions?
About what?
steal all the things.
Just as for how to
Choose all
play
things.
rogues and that sort of thing.
You
Well,
can play them however
yeah.
you want.
Literally, a rogue is just a class. It doesn't define you as a person, right?
Yeah, if
So-
it's your first time playing, I'd say picture like a rogue-ish character that you like in your mind, and just see like how would I do that. Like if your issue is, if you're not issue, if you want like how do I RP or what do I do mechanically, I think it's always great to start with an inspiration, like a character from something you like, and
Yeah.
just like how do I make this person in D&D.
Mm-mm. And basically,
That's always a great way to start.
I would advise for classes that you may be unfamiliar with or something like that, I would highly recommend just reading through all the different archetypes. Because essentially you will be picking one of the archetypes if you continue down
They are
the
planning
path.
to go assassin.
Okay, right. So automatically,
Then you want to focus on. You might want to focus on stealth and deception and like.
yeah, and of course that makes you the kind of person that is an assassin. And how would that person act day to day? You know, like what would their vibe? Because an assassin is going to have a very different vibe to, say, a swashbuckler or a scout, you
Or
know?
a thief.
or a thief, right?
Yeah.
Like this
Or a
person
druid.
is. You know, and maybe you're
Or a
maybe you're like
druid, yeah.
Agent 47. Maybe you're Hitman. You know, who knows? Like you can pick anything.
Yeah, and when it comes to assassins, the class, you get proficiency with poisons and disguises. You get the ability to create extra personalities for yourself to blend in.
You might
So,
think
yeah.
about also like what kind of
Mission
assassin?
Impossible, but with death.
Yeah, like but what kind of assassin? Like, do you like to set it up so that they die of mysterious circumstances, like poison or something, or someone else kills them through happenstance? Or are you the kind of person, person who sits up on a rooftop with a heavy crossbow and snipes someone?
Think
Or-
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, exactly. Or are you the kind of assassin who will sneak in looking like a butler and then shank someone?
Or alternatively, are you the kind of assassin who just does it in plain daylight because they don't care and
Yeah.
they laugh about
Yeah,
it?
they just don't give a fuck.
The other
So-
thing to maybe keep in mind is that you don't have to have this all figured out from day one. Like,
No.
never
Yeah.
worry about having all the puzzle pieces in place from the get-go. If there's one thing I learned when I do roleplay and stuff like that, is I just wing it until pieces just start falling by themselves in a way. And I think Josie definitely has felt that from me, in that, like, when it comes to Rudy's story, we started with a blank slate, and then like one thing happened, and then we kind of just snowballed it from there. We didn't really
Yeah, 'cause
plan
you
for any of it.
build a lot, like even if you make, when it comes to backstories, which can control your character, maybe how they feel about some things, give yourself an outline, but don't be afraid to improvise in the moment of the game and add it to your backstory and work it backwards. You
Yeah.
could be like, all of a sudden your character has a disgust for drug abuse, as an example, and then you could be like, but why would my character have that? And you could go backwards, like, oh, maybe my parents, maybe I had a bad thing happen, maybe a fear of water could be the same. Oh, why would I be afraid of water? Because maybe I almost drowned once.
And you can also tie that into your mechanics. Josie, your example about the drugs and stuff like that. Well, that could tie you into being an assassin who doesn't like using poisons, because drugs.
Yeah, you could
technically
just
poison
go for
body,
the
you know?
assassination feature.
So it sort of leans into your class's mechanics, or how you choose to play that class as well.
Mitch has come back and said, "Oh, okay, this is very interesting. I have some ideas, and thank you for the help."
No
You're
worries.
very
They've
welcome.
definitely got some cogs turning there. I think.
Excellent.
Well, then we've
Yeah,
done our job.
I'd say don't be afraid to take inspiration from pop culture or media.
Yeah.
And anyone else, anywhere, any questions? Even if you players have any questions to me, like clarifications,
I have
anything
one
about the
question
game.
for Josie. I have one question for Josie. Why are you looking so cute today?
All for you, Cuddly.
No heck.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a question, and then Larspan has a question. So Larspan's question is, how does Josie make all these voices?
The trick is that I usually forget a lot of voices.
And so each one's different every time.
I try to write them down. I try to memorize, like, do some that are very out there just so I know myself. But for like generic NPCs, like NPCs that we're just brushing by,
It's really hard.
I put less effort in.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like if it's in my notes that it's like, I don't know, it's a human man, I might just go like, oh hey, I'm human man.
Human
man.
man.
Just
Do
all
I
human men.
really sound like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, like Rudy, Gerald, and Goose, you just have the same voice.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Gerald. Hello, I am Rudy. Hello, I am Dusk Goose. Honk honk.
Yeah. That's how it sounds.
Oh dear.
No, but yeah, so it's the voices usually, like, I look at. I'll be honest, I'll go sometimes based on what race I've written them down as, what profession they have. I'm thinking also where they live, if that has any effect. But like for Bimber, I was just like, it's a goblin, it's an alchemist. Let's just go for it.
I appreciate the goblin voice so much.
I'm gonna make a bomb and blow everyone up! Ha!
Oh my god, remember them?
Can we-
I would say the closest thing might be Scrut. I think it was Scrut or Scrap, the kobold from Critical Role. It's for anyone who's seen that kobold.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it sounds like that. They're like, how long do you live? It's like, 11 days! It's like, oh
my God.
shit, how old are you? 11 days!
Oh, no.
So what I'm hearing is that for like the 100th episode special, we all roll goblins and we all have to do goblin voices.
I mean, there's genuinely,
There is a
like,
one-shot,
Pathfinder.
yeah.
Pathfinder has a bunch of goblin one-shots called, like, We Be
Fantastic.
Goblins.
We be goblins.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I've done that. I've run that one. That's good.
My question for Josie is, did you really think we were going to sign that sheet of paper?
I wrote
possible.
it down just in case.
Nah.
I wrote it down just in case, because
I-
you could have gone out of there, like, without an issue if you were like, fine, we'll stay in the town for 7 days.
I don't trust them.
No.
Shit's going down in the
No, but-
swamp, and I'm gonna
No, like,
feed it.
it's not about what I think you're gonna do. I'll write down, like bulletin points for myself, like, what ifs. If they do this, it triggers this thing. If they do this, it triggers this thing.
You must
and
have
of course,
so
if
many,
I-
like, brainstorming, like, chain links and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
What that flag hides is the massive whiteboard that has like all the mad scrabbling.
And it's like the strings attached to that one
Yeah,
guy in the
It's all
video.
connected.
Here's today's notes.
Oh my god.
And you know what the unfortunate thing is?
And that's not everything.
We literally only touched on one of those pages. Everything else were things that we could have missed. We could have.
Oh yeah, there's 3 more pages here as well.
No, it's just stuff we were fucking around we didn't get to, and Josie's like,
Yeah.
ugh!
This like, here's 3 pages of like quest stuff you could have gone for, and then these are like notes of like NPCs and the city, and yeah.
And we fucked around with tassels for a plant for 20 minutes.
That was really fucking important, okay?
Oh,
So,
I'm not saying it's not important. I'm just saying, like, just
how dare you?
let the chats know that that's
Wow.
the style of campaign we run. Super serious, tassels for plant. You know, you just.
The baby needs toys, I don't even
Yeah.
know what to say to you right now. I'm so upset.
So I do have a question of what is our sort of plans for the rest of the week? So we don't do D&Ds. We only do them on Sundays every couple. We'll be fortnightly, so not next week, the week after. But me myself, this week I'll be playing actually a lot with the 3 people, Aussie, Cuddly, and Roju this week. And unfortunately not Josie. On Civ 6. It Takes 2, Green Hell, Civ 6 again. Is pretty much what I'm doing. But what are you guys doing for the week? People want to sort of know.
Yeah, Civ 6.
Civ 6
is what's on. Yeah. Like we're going to be playing that a couple of times this week.
Bold of you to assume I have a plan.
Well, I've heard you're gonna play games, Cuddly.
Oh, you are correct.
Should be a good
I
time.
have the question in chat. How long is this campaign running for?
As long as we want.
As long as we can.
Till the heat death of the universe.
Yep.
Well, if I put it this way, the campaign is planned for 3 arcs, and we're still in the start of the 2nd arc.
Oh wow.
Oh, I didn't even think we got past arc 1. But of course.
Yeah,
we
that
did.
was when you left the Icelands. Icelands was arc 1.
That's
Like, can we talk how long it took for Aussie to get this organized? Josie has been harassing Aussie for so long to get this started. And then...
Look, we all know I am not the best communicator or organizer. Full stop. It's a bit of a problem. Yes, I'm aware of the problem. The long and short of it is, you're here now. Stop bringing it up.
Oh my god, Fry, should I get tassels for my cat?
Yes.
To put it into terms, I don't know, harassed maybe Aussie for 2 months to play Human Fall Flat with me. It was like 2 months of harassing, and eventually he was like, "I'm gonna get this guy off the friggin' my top of annoying me. I'm gonna play one game with him one night, and then all of a sudden,
snowballed from there.
that was insane. He's just
Mistakes were made.
Oh my god. Actually, it's funny because like it's not just like with streaming. It's like my brother was hounding me for like a year to play Divinity Original Sin with him. And we played one session, and we didn't play anything together for another year. And then after that, I started streaming, and I said, "Hey, let's like do things on Saturday together." We still haven't come back to Divinity Original Sin.
Divinity is a great game.
It is a good game. It is a good game. I don't know why I haven't come back to it.
I will. We did get a question about using virtual tabletop, and we did the first 4 episodes. We used Roll20, but because it's browser based, it takes a lot of effort from my computer because I have to host it, and it's a lot of effort put into clicking rather than describing things.
Yeah.
While when we have a live battle map like this, I can sit with one hand and move things while talking. I don't have to put focus onto clicking things.
Yeah. And
So
it was
it's
the same for the
mostly-
players as well. Like,
Yeah. The person. Yeah. It's a live camera. Whenever there's combat, I just slap the battle map down here.
Yeah.
For those of you who are watching for like the first time tonight, we do focus more on the role play than the combat itself. I
Yes.
find we very much get lost in the source, so to speak. But when there is combat, that is what that sort of darker zone up there is for.
Yes.
And you can see the rolls
Yes.
underneath. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and what I'm doing this week is I'm going to go back into the hell that is Outlast 2 until I finish it. As far as I know, I've gotten past the halfway point at least. So hopefully I'll be done by next Saturday, and then we'll get back to clicking simulator.
I mean, Orb, if your question about what we're doing for the weeks is still standing.
Yeah, go for it.
I think I'm going to be be doing Final Fantasy 14 for 2 nights. I think I'm going to do Saturday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday, Final Fantasy. Because I want to try and get to Heaven's Sword. I'm like in that sort of middle ground now, so I've got to get to Heaven's Sword. And then Wednesday will be Green Hell with Orb because I want to give that one more try. I did rage quit, but I'm gonna.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I-
buddy.
It was like the one night I didn't join him and he rage quit. and
By
it was so
rage
great.
quit, I got lost in the jungle. I fell over, had a little nap. Then I got up, got further lost in the jungle, died. But my little nap that I took when I fell over changed my spawn, and I couldn't bring myself to
So-
rebuild everything we had.
Essentially, on Wednesday, I'm gotta go find Ozzy.
You gotta no. I've reloaded the save back.
Ah,
That's it's okay. Nothing ever happened. But I mean,
It was all a dream.
it was all a dream. Although I do have to say there is something especially exciting happening in the next 48 hours for the Aussie Dev Pro stream, and it may or may not be related. So we'll just leave it at that.
You keep being coy, but literally everyone knows what it is.
I know it's funny.
coffee.
I find it funny.
May or may not be something here. We all know you've got a coffee sponsorship, and it's great.
Just show us already.
Yeah, I sent it off for a final double check today. So it'll either come back
Nice.
green or I'll just do it. One of the two.
Or I'll just do it.
Or I'll just
Sorry,
do
my
it.
Patreons. I don't care. Just we're gonna do
Yeah.
it, or you're gonna like it.
Oh no, they
And
got a sneak peek today actually.
Speaking of what to do next week, to reiterate for everyone who's joined chat or still in chat, next Sunday there will be no D&D. For a short while, we will be going every 2 weeks instead of every week, and this the reason is that there are just some people of us need a bit more rest. Some of us have things that happen that we just can't reschedule coming up on Sundays.
Essentially,
Itchy,
life.
I need the rest. You can blame
And
me.
life happens. No, it's like me as well. I will be resting a lot that time.
To be
So a
fair,
lot- and-
mm.
Yeah, but we will try to play a little bit longer those days when we do play instead. We'll try to
Yeah.
We'll try to increase the duration of the actual game.
Yeah.
So that's what you get. There's a trade-off, but it's just to make everyone like a little bit more comfortable. That way we can also do some of the behind the scenes work a little like with less stress, because there's a few strings being pulled right now.
Ooh.
I'm excited for that.
Should be
Don't
good.
Ozzy, don't you dare oh yeah me. There's a bunch of stuff happening. You just I don't know.
What did I just say earlier about bad at communication and organizing things?
I do not know why the little crown thingy in our Discord group is on your head, not my head.
Wait, what? Really?
What?
Nani?
Yeah, you're group owner.
Of
Well, he
well,
is rude.
well.
What the heck?
There we go. All
How
right.
can we change that?
Well, we'll just stop using it and just move to the Dramonia one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all set up. So.
Yeah,
We'll just abandon ship.
yeah.
Abandon me to my power trip.
All right. Well, who are we rating? If there is no more questions.
Yeah, if no one has any
That's a
more
good question.
questions related to the game or out of game or anything.
I think so.
All right. Well, I've got two people on that might be interesting to raid. Obviously, one is playing a World of Warcraft. The other one is playing The Legend of Zelda.
Oh, is it Geek Herring?
No, Arlino. Arlino. I don't know.
I've rated them in the past.
I've only met him through Aussie, so.
Oh, well, apparently we also have... No, we have Geek Herring is playing Legend of Zelda. Whom I think we've raided, or I've been raided by before, can't remember. Or do we check the D&D tab and see if there's any random new
check the
person?
D&D
We
tab.
could.
That's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
idea.
I do like that.
KLN is also about to start streaming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, KLN would be awesome.
They are.
Yeah,
doing,
there we
Oh,
go.
there they
yeah,
go.
they are doing Resi Evil Village. which I played last night and had I had a lot of fun with it. Like,
I-
actually,
There were many screams and also many ooh-woos. I was there
would
for that.
totally be okay
but-
with Kaelin.
Are they live right now or just
They
announced?
just went live
They
right now.
I
just
mean,
went
yeah,
live.
they just went live.
Yeah, Resident Evil Village is pretty great. I've
It's
watched
super-
so many gameplays.
I've-
I've not played it
I've not
myself
seen
because
any
I
of
don't do well with spooky games, but I've watched a bunch. So you're saying we're doing a Radio Rooney of KLN? Any numbers? Just
Yeah.
KLN.
No, it has numbers, hold on.
620.
Blaze
Again?
Oh, sorry, 0620.
0620.
Yeah.
0?
Yeah. Kilo Lima November 0620.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it,
well
yeah.
we're gonna go over there, and I'll see you all in 2 weeks for more D&D. I'll be on for Tuesday for more Outlast, and I'll be poking all of these people in this group chat about some of our behind the
Yes.
curtain stuff.
Yes. Should be good.
Actually, this whole
But
extra week
should be
thing gives
good.
me time to maybe look into some of those plans I was going to make regarding D&D and like
Yeah.
recapping it. It's actually a good idea.
Good stuff. We're gonna get stuff good. It's been great having you
Lovely.
all here. I'm gonna head off.
Yes, thank you everyone for
Bye.
joining us. Catch you next time. Oh, here we go.